Did we loot the bodies? I can't remember. I remember they had lances that they lit on fire to fight us with. Are we able to see if those lances are like fire lances themselves, or is that an ability that the Duergar had that to turn them on fire?
No magical with them or.
Well,
Garbo can no use.
yeah, but if they actually are magic, maybe we could get us a bit of coin. We do know someone that's looking for us to sell magic items to them. So Nozak's got one zombie with a sword stuck in his hand, and the other zombie, I think, perished because the hand is out. Cool. Well, that lance is like 4 times longer than my body, so I can't carry it. So I am a no. Well, I wouldn't meet that anyway. Shall we proceed then? Yep, it was the other characters I was asking.
Yeah, we should continue to explore this place. Hopefully, we will find a place suitable for a long rest soon.
Garbo
Who would like to
agreed.
go first? Because last time I went first, I got my hand stuck in a door.
Yeah, that's not because you went first. That's because you're with
You stuck your hand in there.
Exactly, you stuck your
Exactly,
hand.
I went first. I was the first person to be brave enough to open a door, and it led to disastrous ends.
Literally bit you. Garbo, no, go first.
Oh, I can't move his zombie friend because I think that's a NPC.
Oh,
Good to go.
I didn't unmute my microphone. That's always great. I fucking hate having to tick these on and off. I fucking hate it so fucking much. Going back on, as the door kind of pops open, there is a vapor, a huge cloud of dust that sprays out into the corridor before you guys. And as it does so, it kind of opens wide, clearly kind of opening up to you guys.
I already told the dead.
Very good, very good.
Ooh. Weapons out.
Yes, weapons out indeed.
So that's happening right over here.
No, it's happening right here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's up to you to tell me how you respond, please.
Let's send the zombie ahead
Very well. All right then. So,
to see if anything attacks him, because I'm
uh-oh.
not attached.
you've moved the sword somewhere. The sword is lost. I cannot see the sword. You can't lose the sword.
The sword is right here.
I don't see it. You have broke. Roll 20. No, I saw it. It glint. Ah, it's back. God, just let me move this guy. I cannot risk the sword being away. Please, anything but the sword. So, do you see this other side by any chance?
I do now.
Now I see another room.
Yeah. All right. So, if you do see,
When the zombie went into it.
yes. Sean, you sound far away from your phone if you're still using your phone and not a headset.
Yeah, I had my mic hanging. It was
Okay.
away.
Okay. But as this zombie enters this room and Nozak looks through its senses, gets a feel of what's on the other side, this vast chamber is surprisingly hollow and empty. In the middle, you see an array of money-counting stack poles, carvings in the ground in front of each in the shape of a coin. Each of these coins represent the various monetary types: copper, silver, electrum, gold, and platinum. And further carvings in the floor show a market area for, like a marked area for gems at a specific size and cut and measured in width, with a carved measuring tool seen carved on the ground. You see a bag very similar to the two that you have pried off earlier, with a very stern dwarf face on the cover of it. But as you venture forth, coming from the middle of this arrangement you see in the middle of this ground, you see a very gentle, pulsating blue glow light up this dark, hollow chamber. The light is a very kind of gentle and ghostly kind of presence to it. How do you respond?
Dacto, seeing that the zombie wasn't attacked or damaged or anything, Dacto will follow into the chamber. I can't put my character token through there though because of the dynamic lighting is blocked off.
Yeah, I'll pop you all in.
Yeah, I move into.
There we go.
I'll move up.
And I'm just going to straight up cast Detect Magic.
So, yeah, you straight up cast it. That's not a problem. They are getting a powerful, incredible powerful tone of conjuration. And what's more, what's strange to you is with a Detect Magic, I don't mind telling you that you understand this is not coming from a different plane of existence. It's not coming from the Nine Hells. It's not coming through, somewhere dangerous. It's coming within this plane. Maybe even a touch ethereal, or no, more astral, perhaps. It's a interesting combination. And the glyph, or rather the glowing spot on the ground, pulsating with its glue magical aura, continues to gyrate and pulse step by step, continuing to kind of just like the ocean, rising and falling gently in a steady, relaxing kind of pattern.
Does the bag radiate any magical essence?
Yes, yes. I think because you got bags of holding, and bags of devouring rather, I don't mind telling you that it has a extremely similar situation to it.
Garbo feels peaceful.
It does feel very peaceful, and yeah, this should represent the kind of glow and
Oh,
aura that comes like and just like glows around the middle of this chamber. Um, as you look on, from the middle of this chamber, there seemingly is like a sheer white intensity kind of light that's developing in the middle. It begins to take on the form of a human woman. She seemingly coalesces from the blue like light in the center of this circle. And up above the ceiling, you also see a bit more of this whole scenario coming forth. But as this watery effect seemingly dissipates, it kind of turns and solidifies. It goes solid, and you hear a crunching, grinding, like rolling stone of rock on rock as the ethereal body is kind of condensed and squashed and pressurized into an immutable humanoid form. And gently and carefully arising from this now brown like glowing pit, or not a pit rather, just straight out from the ground, you see a woman. She has a garb that is Waterhavian noble like, but she is in fact roll me a history check. Anybody who's a Waterhavian like local, roll me a history check.
I'm a Waterhaven noble.
Yes, you're perfect. Give me a history
I
check
don't
with
know what
advantage.
Waterhavian is.
It is the city you're underneath.
I thought that's Waterdeep.
And
Yeah,
to be
but
a resident is to be a Waterhavian noble.
Ah,
Yes.
I
So
know nothing about the lore of
it's all cool. So even with that kind of check, you understand for a fact that this garb is very out of date. It's very, very old. And it has long since gone out of fashion. But like what era that was in, you can't say. But like it's old. It's very, very old. All right, so
Dacto ready's told the dead.
very good. Miss who has arisen out from the glowing ether, your eyes awaken to find yourself in said money-counting chamber, surrounded by a group of wide-eyed, startled individuals. And a zombie.
Hello. Oh wait. Am I? Am I your? No. I'm. Hello. Who are you? What?
Hello
You're
there.
not supposed to be here. No. No one's supposed to be here. What?
Did we
Garbo
just
kind of
expect
hides
you to
behind
be
one,
here, but
like a little
excuse me,
kid
my
that kind of like
manners.
pops out and like looks behind somebody's leg.
Oh yeah, sure.
Excuse me, my manners. I'm Cecil Hesselhelm. Nice to
Cecil.
meet you, my lady. What brings you here? You kind of
Uh,
startled us with your
I am
appearance.
here. I'm.
Did we just defrost a cave woman? situation? Is
I-
that just what happened as I look around the group?
You didn't see ice, but you can think what you like.
Is she a
Do
ghost?
I
Does she seem to
recognize
be
that
put
they're
together from a ghost?
unfamiliarly dressed and ragtag looking very strange people? Do I understand that?
You do.
Okay.
I even
I
would
sort
go
of-
as far as to say you recognize them as adventurers. No matter how many years pass, adventurers are always quite recognizable when they move as a herd.
Yeah, well, one of us is a
Yeah.
goblin, one of us is a deep gnome from the Underdark.
Adventurers.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Cecil
Uh.
Hesselheim, he's a noble, so he's really finely dressed and
At this
his
point,
clothes
Dacto would
are
still
not
have detect
out of
magic
date.
up.
They are up to date.
Is detect magic giving me anything off this new person?
Yes, you get the sense that she is a magical person, and since you have several magical people on you, you believe that she is a spellcaster. After that, your range of magic does not tell you more about it, since. Okay, well, with the School of Magic, because that's given, you get the sense that she carries with her a great weight of evocation magic.
I see.
I'm sorry if you were looking for the accountant. He doesn't seem to be here. Was I the accountant? No. How may I help you? What are you all doing here?
Where
Hi, I'm
where do you
Garbo.
think you are right now?
In a dungeon in Waterdeep?
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
That's fair.
Um,
That's where
Uh.
we think we are too.
I guess we'll leave you to it.
Wait, but
That,
where are you
Dungeon,
going?
no place for a lady to be alone.
I can quite take care of myself, I promise you.
Garbo believe, but Garbo don't want to be alone in dungeon.
Don't worry, Garbo not
Perhaps
alone.
you can
Garbo got
help
friends
me
now.
then. Perhaps you can help
Garbo
me
like
gain my
friends.
bearings then. I'm supposed to be here. You're not. Nobody's supposed to be here, really, except for some of us. Perhaps you can help me get my bearings here, and maybe I could help you find your way. You seem quite not where you're meant to be.
Yeah, we're a bit lost at the moment. We sort of got thrown out of a portal of some kind. We're trying to get deeper.
Deeper?
what all this
Deeper,
dust,
yes.
Dactyl? Let's go.
You kind of see her get like this very her expression, which was sort of open and even a little like eager, kind of closes off for a second when you say deeper, and she kind of no, maybe not. You don't want to go deeper.
Garbo
And
have question.
yes.
How much of dungeon do you know?
It feels, I don't know.
So much
It's
dust.
familiar to me, but it's not.
Have you met him? Have you met
Have I
Hallister?
met? Do I have any reaction to that name?
The name feels as if it was carved into your bones with familiarity.
I know it. I know him.
Garbo shudders that name.
Perhaps
Do you know how to
he
reach
can
him?
help.
Can you take us there?
I
She's a
don't
witch,
remember.
Dactyl. She's a witch.
I don't remember.
Shut up! Can you get us to Hallister? Can you introduce us? Can you get us to him?
He is deeper.
Exactly. We need to go deeper. We need to find him.
Yeah.
She
And
sort
my
of
suggestion-
shudders, and perhaps he can tell us something. Something. Maybe he can help. Maybe he will tell me things I don't know. Yes,
Absolutely,
I can
yeah.
help you.
Then I suggest that you join up with us as we head deeper into this godforsaken dungeon.
Is she safe, Dactyl?
Yep, absolutely. I think we're good to go.
Garbo wants to know name.
Name? I. Oh, I don't. K- Kara. Do I look like a Kara?
You look like a witch.
Yes, Kara is a very
Which?
beautiful name, so it's a perfect name for you, my lady.
Uh, flatter.
Garbo think it's better than Garbo, if that matters.
Dak was
but
just going to call you Sheila. But all right, Kara. If you'd like to lead the way.
Uh,
Kara, is this room safe?
do I have any understanding of if this room is safe?
That's a very interesting question. I want you to roll me a d20.
Okay. Hang on, I'm just doing.
And just to clarify, while she's doing that, clarification question with the bags that we found on the floor. Is it giving off the exact same stuff as the bags devouring, or can I tell it's a slightly different bag?
With
Possibly
the
a bag of holding.
with the knowledge, you know what? You're a smart, astute lore master wizard. Wizard, full stop. You know it is a bag of holding.
I'm a savant.
You
17.
are. Wonderful. Okay. This room is safe, and also you know that there's a secret door over to the north.
Yes, there's a way out just here. This room is. It is safe. Uh, are you weary? Do you need to rest? You appear
Garbo
haggard.
collapses on the floor.
yeah, or maybe not me so much, but my friends here are in dire need of rest.
Garbo need rest.
Cecil refuses to admit that he needs rest too.
With
Are you
all this
kidding?
dust on your...
We just got a new lead. We should be going. We should be going now.
If you want White Mage to heal you, Garbo need rest.
Dactyl, my
Just
friend, I think we
just
should rest for
look
the
at
benefit of the
our
party.
little friend Garbo. He's all spent up. He needs a little bit of rest. It
Garbo
would be
agree.
cruel to make this little creature continue in the shape he's in. We need to let him rest a little bit.
Garbo, thank you. Garbo agree.
It's a good idea, Dactyl.
Fine. The door that we came in through,
Yeah,
All right.
are we able to close and secure that?
it's already closed.
We set up defensive
So,
positions in the middle of the room.
Kara, you said that this
Yes.
room's safe. It looks very safe now. How do we leave?
There, just here, there's a door, a way out in the back, and I point towards the back left of the chamber.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Dacto's not gonna open it, but he's just gonna walk over and like examine and see if he can just like make sure there's no funny business on it, maybe like traps or whatever.
No, its main funny business is that it is a gently camouflaged door set into part of this like chamber. There's no funny business or traps to this one.
Okay.
Garbo find corner and sit down. And he sits down.
Perfect. Done. You begin to sleep.
I mean, I might as well because it's a ritual.
Okay.
I will spend 10 minutes casting Lehman's tiny hut.
Very
just
nice.
For added protection. I'll make sure that we get Garbo's corner in the bubble.
Yep. Very
Yeah.
good.
And then I will, during the rest, I will also ritually cast Identify on the bag just to confirm my assumptions that it is a bag of holding.
It is.
and I will say the rest of the group if anyone's got anything else while I'm here. Don't know if we picked anything else up on the way, but
So Garbo will, before he passes out, Garbo will use his second level spell to actually cast Good Berries because it lasts 24 hours, so it'll last up to
Mm-hmm.
a long rest. Dropping him down to 1 second level spell slot. So he has 10 Good Berries on him that will last 24 hours. And he looks over to the bag and he says, Garbo can hold bag. Garbo tiny, carry big backpack. Garbo keep safe. If party want.
How long are we resting?
we're going to take a long rest.
For the elves, you only need 4 hours, but for the humans, which are now 2, you're going to need to really wait a full 8 hours for you all to be fully rested up.
And for
That's what I was
goblin
getting at.
too. So
You're very quiet there, Shogna.
Yep.
we should set up guards. Someone
Well,
should
I
keep
can't leave this
guard.
bubble. But
Well, I only
what-
require. I can do
stay
it.
quiet.
You can keep watch inside the bubble too. As long as not everybody sleeps. It's a not small room. If someone is awake, even if he's inside the bubble, he can keep guard.
Yeah, I'm happy to take watch. There's a couple of things I
Yeah.
need to stay up for anyway. So I will also proceed to turn the bag of holding inside out, spilling all of its contents.
Yes, once you do that, you do reveal that there is, in fact, some bits of coinage held inside. That coinage being, where are we? Where are we? Okay, that's not the one I wanted. Help my soul. Yes, it holds 120 silver pieces and 8 gold pieces. Okay,
Cool.
yeah, all good. All good. Wow. Okay, so yes, you guys begin to settle yourselves down for a good long 8 hours rest, and as you all dwell in this counting chamber, your mind drifts to kind of imagining how deep this dungeon might be. You imagine it going deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. You imagine going through it all, filling itself up with various rooms and catacombs and dark monsters within each and every single corner and corridor. You continue to imagine it going on, and I would like you all to give me wisdom saving throws, please.
If this is against magic, I get advantage.
Take your advantage. Alright, everybody rolled? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Still waiting on.
Are you doing something on my sheet?
Okay. Yes, I do see that, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing? I'm missing Nozak.
Oh, right. He's
Yes.
not here.
He is not. The one who we organized shall be controlling him. There we go, nice. Everybody is fine. Not a worry. Okay, so, you all awaken and you begin to settle yourselves, maybe starting the day with a good berry that was left behind for you before getting yourselves up and started for today.
Garbo definitely eats one of the good berries, and he kind of yawns and wipes the side of his mouth because he stretches. Garbo feel better. Garbo feel fresh like new goblin.
Before we went to sleep as well, Dacto would have used his last level 2 spell slot to cast Locate Object.
Cool. What object are you hoping to locate?
And he's hoping to locate an alabaster throne.
Wow, okay. I was... What was that? Anyway, Wow. Interesting. I was nowhere near prepared for you to do that. So that's cool to you to do. God damn. Oh my god, where do I go for this?
1,000 feet.
Oh god. Well, actually, you know what? 1,000 feet down might just be a level or two. Maybe much deeper than you think.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Oh, who gave you this? It was this Volofamp, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, one. I think it was Volo's one of the
The
initial
throne
quests.
of the colonel. That's right. Okay. 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet. 1,000 feet. Okay. Okay. Okay.
If you want to come back to that, we can.
No, because
Don't really drop that on you.
there's no time like the present. I kind of got an answer for you. So the question isn't depth. The question is width. That's my question, you see. I'm gonna say that you are in fact a very lucky boy. I think. Where are we? Where are we? There's that there. There's that. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Alright. I think even going to the full length and breadth of this place, wherever you enter, you are... I'm gonna say just. Okay. So. Okay. You sense the object. You sense it is down. You sense it is something like 200 feet further down under the ground, perhaps 250 feet down. And you believe it is 800 feet, if not between 800 to 1,000 feet to the south-southwest of your current position.
Southwest.
Of your current position.
Okay. I probably did that while the rest of the group was sleeping. So in the morning, I will sort of let them. Well, I don't know whether it's morning or night down here, but when everyone awakes, I will let them know, hey, that alabaster throne there we were seeking.
Oh shit, as long as you've seen it up close. Fuck's sake, I've wasted my time. You've not seen that up close, but
No.
that's fed to you
Or
now.
alternative, you can locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
Yeah,
what
you
I
can
thought.
locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close.
Alternatively, if you read the next sentence, though.
Okay,
you can
yeah,
locate-
okay. The nearest object of a
That's what I was-
particular kind, such as certain kinds of furniture. Okay.
So, like I can say, where's the nearest longsword? And it would point me to the direction of the nearest longsword.
All right. The the nearest. Oh, this has so many layers. This is so. I mean, just like the dungeon, the spell has so many layers to it. Okay. All right then. In that case, my description is false. Oh God. I guess my description is fucking false. In that case, then, the nearest is to the same level of you, not going down any deeper, and it is about 500 feet away from you towards the southwest. Straight up, southwest.
Okie doke.
Alright. You've got two for the price of one
The
here.
map is orientated where north is up.
You assume it's already orientated? What?
I'm assuming on our screens the map you've got orientated is north is upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I don't know where the compass is hiding. I can't see it. Okay, yawn.
But it's that way. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you guys are rested.
Did
You're
you
set to go.
did you tell the rest of the party that you have a bag of holding?
Well-
I'm waiting to see what spills out from that.
You spilled out. I told you how much you had, and you had enough of
Oh,
a
yeah, it was the
conversation
20.
with Garbo for him to ask for it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would have spilled out in front of you guys, and yeah. We got a bag of holding.
Garbo never in melee combat. Garbo can hold it for safekeeping. Garbo also, either way, would like to put Explorer's Pack inside. Garbo is tired of carrying it.
Done.
I'm happy with Garbo to carry the bag. I will dump in my Dungeoneer's pack.
Yeah, done.
1,000 ball bearings that I don't use.
Done.
And the 40 plus rations that we bought as a group.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right, Garbo will put in his pack, and yeah, that's pretty much all he really on him was everything in that Explorer's Pack, and he'll take the bag and he'll kind of tie it to his hip, to his side, on his belt, and then ask if anybody Garbo will carry if anybody else want to put in bag.
Kara just kind of looks across around herself, pats down her clothes and realizes that she has absolutely nothing on her person.
That is correct. No weapons to speak of. No spell casting focus to speak of, may I add.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even cast
This will be
cantrips,
fun.
correct?
As long as it doesn't have a material component, you can cast things with verbal and somatic components because
Oh,
they don't need the arcane focus. Arcane focus replaces
Material
the material components that don't have a cost aligned. If they do have a cost, then you need the actual.
Excellent.
Your mage
So-
hand, your chill touch, your mold earth, your catapult, your earth gemmer and shield are all good. So you've chosen
Yeah.
some good spells to help you out there.
I actually need to check Earth and Grasp and Shatter and Erupting Earth because I didn't finish putting that all in. I think they are material though.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
some have really simple. I mean, some might have just material is dirt, and that's pretty easy to get some
Hang on,
dirt
let me find Erupting
or
Earth.
a
Yeah, that's a
piece
good
of
point.
rope or
Sorry, all of these spells are from elemental evil, so I had to type them in myself.
Oh
Hmm.
yeah, I've been there.
Okay, yes.
But yeah, like Shogun was just saying, it's a bit quiet. But yeah, if you see the material components of them, it could just be something simple that we could get, like a piece of dirt or.
Well, Erupting
stone,
Earth is
whatever.
out because that's a piece of obsidian.
Wow.
Oh well, actually, let me just reach into my pocket.
A chip of mica for Earth and for Chatter. I mean.
Ah,
I don't know
yeah.
what mica is.
Different kind of
I
rock
don't
type.
know what mica is.
Okay.
I googled
An
mica
earth
and I
and
came up
grass.
with a prophet in Judaism, so I think that's the wrong thing.
All right.
What race are you, by the way, Kara? Human?
I do
or
appear to be human. Yes.
appear to be human.
Did does everybody have something to eat besides Kara?
We stock bought a bunch of rations back when we were on the surface.
You did.
Seeing how Kara doesn't have anything, Garbo will walk over and offer her a good berry in his hand. Keep you full all day.
And she just puts her hands out and takes it. Thank you very much. If I eat it, does it matter to me?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, good.
You feel
All right.
fulfilled and you feel
All right.
nice and stuffed.
Here, I can even go that.
Very nice. Yes.
Are you multi-class life cleric as well?
Garbo is, yes.
Because the life cleric's bonus to healing affects those good berries as well.
Does it
I don't know
really?
if I don't know if you've unlocked that yet, but
Yeah, no, I do. I
they're
get it.
like +3, whatever it is.
Is that true
Yeah.
when it's not a life cleric domain spell?
Yes, it's any healing you do.
Brilliant. Then yes,
Yeah.
this counts.
So those
Uh,
10 berries can heal 3 each. So you get that. You just remember that.
Hmm.
It's actually
Whatever it do.
it's 2
focuses,
plus
so.
spell level, and since I cast it before we slept, it's +4. So they heal 5.
Well then.
50 hit points of healing in one handful of berries.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Um.
really nice.
That's I've never really known of that combo, and that's a good combo. Goddamn.
It's a very
It
good
is.
combo.
But I didn't realize that you were a life cleric.
Yes, Scarborough is a life cleric.
Well, none of us in game do.
Well,
Well then, guys. What
That's
next?
something to should remember. Well,
it appears that our little goblin friend is really useful.
Garbo like to help.
Should
Gabo is helping.
Giant smile on his face, showing his crooked and semi-yellowed sharp teeth.
Kara's gonna go up to the secret doorway over here, and is it like a flat stone surface right now?
Yeah. It is.
So I assume I know whatever trick there is to open it, or if it's just fake wall and I can just walk through.
Yeah, you just kind of like kickstart boot it, and it kind of like pops back before you coming forward, and it opens.
Cool. Yeah, I just
I
kind
cast-
of find the little notch and pull it, get it to click open, and just turn back. Say, should we be going?
Yes, absolutely. Let's make haste.
She seems very
Absolutely.
pleased and carries on.
Wonderful.
Garbo follow.
I'm
Now-
going to cast major armor on myself now instead of leaving it and forgetting about it until after the combat, like last time.
That's really smart. It's really good. Yeah.
Twice now.
I really don't know if Nozak's zombie friend disappears, but what I can tell you is that this is unfortunately a quite odd occurrence for you because you first come across a rusty portcullis that has currently been lowered to a point where it is closed off. And on the other side, for those who do not have dark vision, you do not see anything. Who would like to peer towards the... Well, yeah, for those who do have dark vision, you can see, like, small patrolling Durgar who are kind of wandering around, quietly kind of grumbling in this dark, color-filled chamber. In fact, when you're looking at these chambers, the thick towering pillars that are within this chamber rise all the way to the ceiling, and their sides supporting a column of evenly placed iron rings nailed into each side of each column. But from these rings, dried old hemp rope clings and knotted to some of the old hooks, along with dried blood caked across them.
So walking in here and it being so dark, and do we have a light source among us?
You got torches between you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I
can
think
cast,
Cecil normally casts light.
I usually cast the light cantrip on.
Excellent. So, between you guys, you pop in some light, and before you, one of these Durgar come by. They look, and basically that one, he kind of looks on the other side of the portcullis as he's just like, blah, and he says something in Dwarvish, which Nozak, or those who speak it, Nozak will understand to basically mean, they got in my treasury! Damn them, I'll have them killed! And he basically, after seeing you, goes and runs off.
Oh.
Yes. And another one, he also goes to run off as well, going out of sight past the portcullis area. How do you guys
I
proceed?
think I saw your light, Cecil.
Oh.
Sorry, what did you say?
Could no one have stopped him?
Well, it's easier
is
if we
rather
run
discreet,
and
I
get
wish
this
it
land,
is.
then we can kill them all at once instead of having to seek them out and kill them that way.
Well, now we don't know if they're hiding behind a corner to ambush us or anything.
Mm.
Hmm.
I will look at
I'm going
the
to use
portcullis
stone
to see
durability.
any way to open it up from outside.
It appears to be so rusted to a point that none of those guys could have opened it up. This is something that needs some extra thinking, as it is rusted, closed, and shut.
think?
Go on,
Mm.
go on.
Do I think if I used my earthen grasp, which I can use to deal damage and grab characters or monsters, that I could open it?
Earthen grasp.
Oh wait, never mind. Material component.
Well, there you go. What is the material component?
A miniature hand sculpted from clay. So unless I have some clay handy.
And
You-
half an hour.
You joke, you do joke, but we have a mini hand.
Do we?
Yes.
Not made out of clay.
Is there any way we can make this work?
It's a
'Cause
zombie hand.
it is a zombie hand. We just need to clay bake it.
Would Garbo have clay? I mean, he is Drew. Carry that on entertainment value, but it would be the
Entertainment.
DM's call.
Well, Garbo, let's say yes. Let's say yes.
So do you say what you need?
Yes, I think I could get this open, but I'm lacking my arcane focus. I would need materials. Clay.
Garbo brightens up with like a giant smile and goes in the bag a whole. And then he's like, looks like he's looking for something, and he kind of like pulls out like this. It's a clay lump that's as much as in his hand. And Garbo have clay. Garbo love playing with clay.
That is perfect, darling. Thank you very much.
You take as much as you need. Garbo
Okay,
have plenty.
I take as much as I think I need, and I just kind of start to sort of sculpt it as best as I can in the form of a hand, a fist.
The necromantic dead walking crawling hand poses for you, I think.
That's perfect. Thank you. And I just push it, smush it, and push it until I see something resembling a hand, and I hold it up to the little walking around hand, and I like look between them, and then I nod to myself.
Well, the one
And-
last thing you may need to do is to kind of bake it.
Oh, yes. Does anybody use magic or that could quickly bake this?
Baking magic?
Baking
Bake?
magic, like fire magic. Somebody...
Garbo
I
Garbo
can
can
create
put,
as a bonfire.
Yes, exactly that.
Garbo's gonna like be taking the rest of the clay, kind of get distracted with it and play with it for
Mm.
like while
So I
all this
set
is
it-
going on.
I set it on the ground. If you could just create your bonfire on it, maybe?
Okay, well, I'm wearing a pointy wizard hat with like crescent moons and stars on it
Yay!
and stuff, and it glows periodically, and through its
Yay!
ability, I will cast a cantrip I do not know,
Yay!
which is create bonfire.
Dak,
I make sure everyone steps back.
Yeah.
Because I am aware.
you know
I
what,
need to
Dak?
do that
You know what, Dak? Even if you fail to cast it, I think you will push for it. I just want to ask if you look awkward for the first round. So, 1 or 2, declare if 1's a good value or if 2's a good value.
2's a good value, so
Roll a
I'm sure I'm
1d2.
rolling one like last time.
Hey! the
Still
multiple
getting used to this hat.
yeah, the multiple moons and stars and the pointy wizard's hat glows and sparkles before kind of blows
Oh
out.
no.
But Dacto tries again. Roll me another d2.
I take it off and I start like hitting it like it's
Yeah.
a battery. That's like, come on, like it's a TV remote that the buttons aren't working. So I'm like slapping it. Come on, let's
Yes.
give it a go.
You want to keep to 2?
Yep, same.
All
I
right.
can't roll twice in a row, can I? Performance issues. It's a struggle we all encounter at some
Yeah.
point in our life.
Or we'll say
I-
1 in
I-
5.
By the way,
I can do this. I swear.
is it any loose debris, rocks, or things lying on the floor in this room?
No, there isn't. But hey, Dacto, on the third time is the charm, isn't it? You know, and
How
yes,
many times can you do that?
And this hat, it loves to do it once a day or once a long rest. I believe.
I forgot that.
Oh.
It's spent now. I want to just give
Yep.
you those extras. That's fair.
It's a hat of wizardry from the
Okay.
Xanathar's Guide, but it's faulty, and sometimes it takes a while to work.
The mending cantrip wouldn't help a magical item, correct?
Restore its charges.
No, I mean like make it less faulty.
You could try, certainly.
I will try. That's a good point. I will try casting mending on it because that's a cantrip I do actually know, so I can just cast it.
We couldn't just light our torches and just bake it that way.
You could have, but you chose a different way. That's what's
Yep,
special.
We did.
The lady asked for a bonfire.
Yep.
Gave her a bonfire.
So wonderful. And with that, yes, the bonfire itself does help burn up the little hand, and lo and behold, it is nice and baked. It's about as good as you could have hoped for.
Okay. Can I pretend that I have a pair of leather gloves on? Like some fancy noble woman's.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Then I do pick up
Dungeons
the
and
clay.
Dragons, you can pretend anything.
Yeah.
Alright, so once the bonfire clears away, I pick up the little clay hand and I mutter an incantation and do the somatic components, and I cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp right in front of the gate.
Oh wow. So cast a spell for me, please. I want to see the details.
Oh,
Dacto
the full
step-
details.
Step back and
Under my
admires
spells.
the work.
5 feet unoccupied space, ground within range, medium hand. Okay, from compact soil rises from there. Yeah, cause the hand to crush or restrain, so to break out. Yeah.
To break rusted metal propellus, I think. Maybe.
Ah, perfect. So it literally just like a hand rises out from the ground, and immediately afterwards it grabs the rusted kind of metalwork, kind of frail but awkwardly stubborn as it was, and it immediately tears it down apart as you guys are set free from your prison.
That seemed like it made a lot of noise. But they already knew we were here, so.
I like how we didn't even bother trying to just like bust through it. Because since it's all old and rusty, we could have maybe just busted through it. It's like,
Possibly.
well, let's use up all of our magic.
I was thinking about that. If we would have a barbarian or something, I would have said to break it.
Yeah. Talon turns to Dacto and says,
I say, you'll have to give me You'll have to give me 10 minutes to cast comprehend languages to understand that one, mate.
it's sarcastic. I'm saying sarcastically, easy as falling off a log.
Okay, cool.
Kara, once the portcullis is broken away, is just going to like have her hand go through and just follow it.
Yep, you got
Very
a hand
good.
for 1 minute, so let's go,
Yeah.
go.
Very good. Yeah. Move yourselves as you see fit. And as you
Garbo will see
again,
everybody start moving and rush to put.
Stop
you
lagging, roll 20.
Yeah, it cut out a little bit, but I got the idea. Everybody's beginning to move while you've still got this spell working. As you continue to do so, you find that these old dried columns are just truly saturated with old blood. You do see a doorway to the bottom right down here, but also you do see another portcullis. This one again rusted beyond all means, over to the upside of you. But these bars are a little bit less destroyed, some might say. But there is also a doorway over to your left.
Should I break the other one while I've still got the hand?
That's up to you.
I don't think the
It
hand
doesn't
will.
look like it needs breaking.
I don't think the hand will decompose away from you. It doesn't say it consumes the effect, does it?
But no, I mean Maximilian's Earthen's Grasp lasts a minute.
Yeah.
It doesn't consume the sculpture. No, I can use this again, but it would take another spell slot.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I'm not sure if it allows you just to summon a hand again in that minute, or you just keep it right where you summoned it.
No, it can move.
It moves.
It can move. You can move it around, follow you.
Well, all right then.
Yeah.
I guess you will decide now then.
Yeah, you can
I
move
mean,
to a
if you've only
different
got it for another
unoccupied
minute.
space within range. So yeah, let's try
Break
it.
it.
Let's break it.
All
We've had
right.
issues with doors before as well.
Do you want me to roll damage for it, just in case?
No. As you do bring the hand forward, it does grasp over the various bars. As you're doing it, your hand slows down, as you know you're getting to the end, edges of your spell, as you come right forward to it. And the hand crunches and tries to squeeze in, and it does have some success. It curls away some of the bars, and it's a rising piece of earth that solidifies and comes out of the ground. Yeah. So it does that. It rises up, it squeezes and crunch, but midway as it's trying to wrestle with it, the spell ends. And it only does half the work, and its stony hand figure remains there.
Oh, it remains there. It doesn't
I was
fall
going to ask
apart.
this. Now do we have to break through a earthen hand as well as portcullis?
Maybe.
Sorry?
There is a doorway to your left, though.
Yeah, we do need to head southwest at some point as well. I'm just gonna sneak up nice and carefully to the portcullis and see if I can see anything on the other side.
You will have very impaired vision, but on the other side, you will see a very large chamber, going to the width and breadth of your dark vision, and you will see these are very peculiar sort of pits. But in the middle of these pits, you see podiums raised higher than the ground level is. So, but there's nothing about these that seems peculiar for now, aside from the fact that they are present. The inner side of these pits have these spikes lining the inside. But essentially, you get the impression that getting to the top of one of these raised podiums, going through a depressed pit and then a raised podium to get to it, would be a very difficult task. That's what you gather so far.
Okay.
Do I see any movement?
You do not.
Any of the Durigo?
You most definitely do not see any movement. No.
I mean, I could get myself through,
Could you?
but then I'd be by myself.
How would you accomplish that, may I ask?
You don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
know you.
It's small, isn't it? How small is it?
To get through these bars, it is required that a creature needs to be of the size of tiny.
Unless he.
Well, you have
turns
this
I was
into
just thinking of
mist.
using magic.
spell called Misty Step.
Yeah.
You could do that.
Yeah, sensors on it.
Garbo, have a question.
Go ahead.
Garbo's addressing the party. He goes, Can anybody see footprints on ground? See where they went?
Ooh, if you're asking that, I'll allow you to give me an investigation check, please, to see if there's any tracks.
As
So
he says
Garbo
I
said that
look
to
at
the
my feet.
party. Yeah. Because Garbo is not an investor. He can.
Sorry, I will be right back.
Can we lend
Go
a
ahead.
help? Can we give him a help?
Yes, one person can give the help action. I'll be asking for no more investigation checks. But Dacto, I will give you that you will find some dwarven footprints with very broad, heavy boots, and then those boots become smaller, smaller and smaller until they are tiny, measuring in the millimeters in width, as they clearly. It got a bit difficult because of the Maximilian's earthen grasp on the gateway, but you will see that they slipped through the bars, and they did walk through it, and coming out the other side, tiny.
That was an excellent question and idea, Garbo. Well done. It seems that they actually have got some footprints leading through this gate. They look like they shrunk.
Indeed, it does.
We've seen. I know we've seen Duragar make himself bigger before. Maybe they can make himself smaller as well.
Garbo can probably fit through there. Garbo
Um,
don't want to, but Garbo probably could.
Agaba, you could not.
It doesn't look like it.
Well,
You've got quite a large head with that big brain of yours, buddy.
It's true.
Garbo, thank you, but Garbo can grow smaller.
Oh, in that case, you could possibly, yes.
Oh,
But Garbo don't want to. Not alone.
if Garbo wants to go through, Dacto. Why am I speaking in third person now? I will follow. I will join you on the other side.
You think an idea for Garbo and you go by ourselves?
What's the worst that can happen?
Garbo looks
Do I
at
have
you
any
like
feelings
dead
about
serious.
this chamber?
Garbo
You
looks at
do
you
not.
dead serious and says, "Death."
Oh, yeah, but you protect us, wouldn't you, Garbo? You're the best
Garbo, heal
healer
you.
there ever has been.
Garbo's feeling more confident now. Garbo will actually walk up next to you and actually do this if you want
And
to.
if you fall, I can always I have a potion.
Okay.
I asked Nozak if he can see through his hand as I check his thing. Let's see. Oh no, I think it was the animated dead. No, you can't.
It's not the hand. I must admit, though, I allowed him to treat the hand as if it was a familiar.
Yeah, but it's not the find familiar spell where you can look through its eyes, and I don't even think it has eyes.
It does not. It has a 10-foot blind sense, but
It can't communicate to us.
no, it cannot.
Oh. It's alright. Well, I look around to the other group. I'll say, well, if no one else has any ways that they can join us, I guess we'll be back in a sec.
Okay, so you two are going to grow tiny, and you're going to go to the other side. Very good.
Garbo will use and turn into a cat, which is a tiny beast.
It is.
Yeah.
A cat is tiny.
Yeah,
Well-
it's a tiny beast.
Well, even if it wasn't tiny, the kind
Cats
of
are like made of liquid. They can fit.
yes, yes.
Facts.
That it does say it's tiny, and that is just about the kind of thing you want. So that's a good call. All right,
And then,
So-
yeah, I'll slink through.
Garbo, you wild shape, I take it.
Yes.
All right, into a cat. Give me a second here.
Standing at the entrance, I'm going to cast Dancing Lights, and I'm going to set, because I get 3 or 4 globules of light. Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna let
Up
them
to
know we're
4.
coming.
So, well, no, I'm going to put a little light next to each of you. Whoever doesn't have dark vision.
We've both got dark vision. And
yeah.
I think we're gonna do this sneakily.
Okay, then
So
never mind.
I appreciate it, ma'am, but So Dacto is going to say to Garvo, I'm going to disappear, but I'm going to be right by your side.
Garbo says
okay.
meow.
Yeah, exactly. Meow. But it's more like
So-
meow, 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 meow.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to Misty Step, appear just on the other side of the gate, like no further. I'm going to instantly then cast invisibility on myself.
Alright, very good. Yep, you turn invisible.
Uh,
It's not showing into the thing. Oh,
I
it's
can't
asking
control
what
that.
level to cast it.
I can't control the kitty, so I'm gonna step
I
next
have
to him.
made the kitty be set to be controlled by all characters. Now,
I'm clicking and it's not letting me.
I will click the token, I will have the represents. Okay, controlled by. Alright, let's delete this cat, drag out a new cat. This cat should be updated. I'm hearing breathing. There we go. How's
Sorry.
this cat?
It's very intense.
It is. It's very intense.
Nope.
I can't grab it.
Okay, this cat is controlled by everyone.
Well, if you want a Garbo Master X, what I was gonna maybe suggest is I was gonna stealth, and we'll go together like holding hands or holding tail, or I could even just carry you, or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm
So-
down. Garbo, the cat.
You
Alright,
cut out then. What do you say?
you did.
I said the cat jumps.
Oh man, what we
Your
heard.
voice is coming in and out, but I think you jumped into my my hands just before I turned invisible. So now there's a floating cat.
There is indeed a floating cat
exactly.
being carried. Yes.
We are going to try and stealth. So I'm going to roll a stealth check.
Very well. You are invisible, so this is redundant, but okay.
Well, footsteps.
That's a good
I'm going
stealth.
to make my footsteps quietly.
Well, hang
Very
on.
good.
Doesn't invisibility turn anything worn or carried? Wouldn't it make the cat invisible?
But it does also say target a creature you touch.
Okay.
His target is a creature.
Otherwise, you just like have anyone jump in your hands.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I just pick up car is like 5 times my size, and it's okay. Invisible.
Yep. There's
Alright,
not.
so
Right.
gonna start sneaking around,
Okay.
and Kara just sees this floating cat and sort of just float away.
All right. Very good. Now,
Oops, someone moved me.
that was me. Now, for the rest of you guys, do you just wait and watch, or do you try and meet them on the other side using the door?
The door to the left of me, it seems like an excellent choice.
Okay.
If we could, yes. I kind of don't want to like take my eyes off of them, but I will reluctantly follow through the door if we go that way.
Is there any chance to check it and see if it's trapped? I know I'm not a thief, but you know.
You inspect the door. You may make an investigation check. The door is not trapped.
Is it locked?
It is not locked.
I'm gonna look back to Cecil and say, "Watch my back and open the thing."
Yeah. Before you, you see a dark corridor leading in, carved with various dwarven runes and whatnot, and very much more symbolisms of the stern-faced, deep-pocketed dwarf that you've seen before in your travels through this place.
Give a slight whistle and saying, "Guys, this way."
All right, move yourselves as you see fit. I'll move Mr. Zombie up ahead.
Well, then I move into this corridor.
Yeah, very good.
Quite far into this corridor.
Yeah, I moved the zombie up ahead just so you guys have a bit of a head start. Dacto, oh, I see, Dacto, you and he are moving about. I won't have you
Slowly
moving
moved
about
over
for
there.
now.
I've got a quick question before. No worries. Quick question before you continue. Invisibility. It says the spell ends if I cast a spell. Does that include cantrips?
That will indeed include cantrips.
Gotcha.
And I'm just going to have you paused here for a moment.
Okie doke.
Does anybody in our party that's not in the other room have really good search abilities or perception abilities?
I
I'd
have
like
a
to check,
-1.
Well then,
Could
yeah, when you
this room out.
it's not a room. What you appear to find is just a attempted carved out like empty hallway. It looked like it was trying to be a hallway at one point, but you see random masonry tools broken and rusted to terrible disrepair, and no, you don't. It's nothing of importance. Just a half attempted, half-assed corridor.
Search it.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you search through the rubble and piles of rock laid down from the natural, fallout, and as you look, you find, make me a perception check. You find nothing.
Okay. How about
Do I
searching for a
find
secret
any rocks
passage?
that are around 5 pounds?
What's that?
Do I find any rocks or rubble or something that weighs around 4 or 5 pounds?
Oh yeah, you can find that definitely.
Then I take a rock that weighs around 5 pounds and goes back to this room.
Okay, what do you get up to?
I just throw the rock on the floor to begin with,
Ah, you catapult it.
and then I cast
Catapult. Yes.
straight into the portfolio, trying to break it.
That's a very good idea. And you have done this to a similar statue beforehand, and it was very good work. You smashed open the side of that statue. However, it appears as though this newcomer, this friend of yours, her evocated stone hand is of such intense grade, it is as hard as the rock around you. You leave little more than a scratch on it.
Is the rock hand still there?
It is, yes, it remains intact, remarkably resilient and durable.
Oh, that was a waste of spell slot, but a good try.
Good try, valid.
I have the spell Shatter.
Yeah.
It says a non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area, and it specifically says that it does. It has. Oh, a creature that's made of inorganic material has disadvantage on its save. Like, if I tried to shatter the rock, do I think that I could break it?
Maybe.
Okay. Just
I
a
would
thought.
say if you can break the hand, you'll break the portcullis too.
Okay. All right. I'm in the hallway anyways, so
Yeah.
just a thought.
Just a thought. Here comes a thought that might alarm you. Sorry. So yeah. I'm going to go back to Garbo and Dacto later, but for the meantime, would you guys care to continue down this hallway? Whoa, hello. You guys there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Would you like to continue down this hallway, venturing deeper into this dark chamber?
It appears
Yeah.
to curve the other way than the direction we're trying to go, doesn't it?
There is a left turn. However, there is also another right turn along with that. You can have a quick little scan just to mark the way out.
All right.
I sneak around the corner too.
You get a sense from, your earlier fights that this area leads back to, it leads back to the fighting chamber you were in earlier, where you fought your first 2 set of Durgar. But the door's still locked and closed, but you do have a good sense that that is where that room probably leads out to, given how far you've walked back and a bit of sense between you guys. Now then, as you guys venture over here, and I'll do this with this one over here. As you come over here, you see before you a red carpet, or you think it's a red carpet at first. But what it appears to be is stonework, painted deep crimson red with very old blood. Before you see, looking inward through this corridor, several humanoid-sized statues bearing wolfish grinning expressions, each mimicking the other with an outstretched, clenched fist, containing a small bird cage on the end of a chain. With each cage there is a collection of coins. Between the statues the ground appears soaked in dry blood, but washed clean in specific areas. As you enter, or as you at least look, you see these 2 stone figures flanking either side, looking at you, staring at you, untalking, unnerved, and patiently. Along the walls around here, you're seeing grand, very detailed visages of a dwarf walking by sneering, smirking devils of different shapes and sizes, smiling to a single-minded dwarf-like figure marching between them, stopping only to gather money in his hands before walking on. That's everything you see in there. And the statues appear a little something like this, and they do appear Durgar in shape.
And they're just looking at us?
They definitely turned their heads visibly in the gloom and the darkness as you guys came closer, but they do not move. They do not change their footing. They just stand there and wait.
So there's 2 statues in the back. Each one's holding a cage with
No.
money in it?
These 2 nearby are not holding bird cages on. Do you actually see anything?
Not. I only see like. Here, let me show you.
There we go.
Line.
How's that?
Oh.
Is that better?
Yeah. A
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah.
You do not emit light because you have no dark vision, but people
I
are
do not.
explaining things. So when you look ahead, you see that pathway kind of dry blood, and as you wiggle your way around side to side, you will see statues that are lined up along this pathway,
Oh, okay.
and they all have an outstretched hand with a bird cage at the end of a chain. And they seemingly aim themselves at 90-degree angles from one another.
Mhm. Okay.
What do you guys make of this?
I'm going to step into the room.
The 2 statues mark your entry. They look at you, and they raise their palms outwardly towards you. They do not do so in a stopping manner. They do so as if they were to attack you with something that would protrude from their hands. But they do not attack you. They merely wait.
So their palms are facing me?
Yes.
I picture them pointing like finger guns at you. Oh, they're right there.
They do not
I-
respond.
Raise my hand and hold my palm up to them in response?
They do not respond.
Okay. If I attempt to move past, and I activate my stone's endurance to. You guys see that my skin, sort of like hardens and turns stony.
Do you
as
want
I
to
walk
be?
into the room?
Do you want to be X-Men: Days of Future Past, or the other one before then, where you get a bit of diamond skin to you?
More Darwin than Emma Frost.
Okay. All right. Very good.
So
Yeah.
stone, like
Yeah.
looks like loose rock.
Totally. Done. You take on the earthy, browny hues of greyish rock and pebbles that line the surface of your now deeper cracked skin as you thicken with thick, stony kind of textures. As you step forward, they do not respond.
Okay. And as I step out of their range.
As you step forward, they too follow beside you, palms outstretched, aiming towards you, but they do not
Okay.
do anything other than follow you.
Okay. So all of these statues are facing a certain way.
Hmm.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
Yeah,
And I'm
totally.
gonna light the areas that I can't properly see. Where
You
I'm
have
aiming
a player that's called Torch. Just drag him out and
Okay.
use that to put your dancing lights around the place.
Okay.
Everywhere
like
in
copy
range.
him around, or
Yeah, just like drag more, copy, whatever you like.
okay, where is he? Torch.
Also, to note, when you do this, the statues do not respond.
Okay. So they don't mind that I cast a spell.
No.
There we go. Oh, one over here. One in the back. Now I can properly see about all the directions everything's facing. And everybody else behind me can see this too if
Oh, yeah.
somebody wants to help figure out this puzzle.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Okay.
What happens when someone else walks in the room? Nozak steps through the door.
When he steps through the door, the statues look at you. One stays on you, while another goes towards Nozak, aims his palms towards him, but otherwise does nothing.
Okay. Somebody needs to find out what happens if we step off of the path of blood.
That's what I was thinking. Zombie! Here, boy.
The zombie
That's,
steps forward.
That's Nozak's accent.
Yep, sure.
Um,
Comes forward.
and he's going to step off to the left. Hold on. Yeah. Off to the path of blood.
As he does so, these two creatures, they turn on him and they screech with a biblical, horrifyingly guttural, outrageously, sonically ear-piercing noise. I will reconstruct. That should help give you a bit of an idea as they continually blare out this
Immediately
noise.
Step back on the blood. In fact, leave the room entirely.
They go silent.
Okay, so these statues all do create a path.
Yeah.
I hope you
point
guys
at
are
each other
okay,
all
by
the
the
way
way.
around the room.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
But I don't know
Well-
if maybe we're supposed to use these golems to block their sight of us as we move, or
Well, looking at it, we can stay on the blood for most of it.
you mind if I draw freehand real quick?
Yeah, go
Just
right
to-
ahead. Right
Alright.
ahead.
So just so we can put it out there that we
Yeah.
have a path that looks like this.
Don't
It's very
forget,
convoluted.
coming from each of these statues' hands, there is a bird cage
Cage.
at the end of a chain. And now that you're actually this close and you are... Oh, that's cool. But now that you're actually this close and you're looking at them, you see that in the bird cages there is a small pile of money in each.
Okay, I thought so.
And the bird cages are open.
Yeah, I'm afraid that if we go in front of it, it's going to just, Pokemon trainer style, see us and walk towards us and try to put us in the cage.
Interesting. The bird cages are not huge. They are like
Okay.
fit for one bird. A small
Okay.
canary-like bird. They are not huge.
If I move up here and I put my oop, that's not my dancing light. And I put my dancing light kind of hovering over top of him, can I see how much gold is in that one?
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So you see, and you can count exactly 11 coins.
11.
Maybe
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
maybe
6,
they're
9, 10,
looking for
11.
payment.
More than
Maybe you
11.
need to put a coin in.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I don't have any money, guys.
You do not.
Nozak is balling for some reason. So Nozak will hand you 15 gold.
Okay, I'm going to
Because he's not my
use Mage
character. so I
Hand.
can't-
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand, and I'm going to pick up one of the gold from my hand now, and I'm going to put it in the cage.
Very
Oh,
good.
we're looking for someone with Mage Hand last game.
May I ask which one you put the gold into?
The nearest.
As you do that, the golem beside you screams. In fact,
Not happy. Wait,
Yeah,
no, there's another
yeah.
one. Shit, I missed.
It does
I missed that
scream.
one.
Yep.
Oh no.
You also forget the one that your path immediately goes towards.
Oh yeah.
Just
So
to
we go this one first.
mention.
Ugh.
The
Okay,
golem
if
does
I
scream.
pull the gold back, what
He
happens?
stops.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna do the thing, and I'm gonna move on to the path.
Yeah. The golem follows.
Okay.
This one
So-
keeps in the middle of these two, just so he can look at more people as he can.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to the first statue then,
He follows you.
and I'm
In fact, hang on.
going to look
Sit
and
there.
see how much money's in that one.
11 gold again, but I want you to give me an investigation, right? That you're right up to this one.
Investigation.
Yeah, investigation. That's very good. You notice that all but one coin are fakes.
Oh.
Only one coin in each, and you can see in the other one, only one coin in each of these cages, or the two that you can see, are real. The rest are fakes. And just to remind you that on the walls, now that you've clearly illuminated everything up,
Yeah.
is the appearance of a dwarf, stern-faced, trudging through armies of devils that are all dishing out with smiling faces piles of money as his pockets drag so heavily along the ground as he trudges along, and progressively as he moves on around the pathway, he finishes over here with the devil faces kind of snarling hatefully at him. But his pockets fill the more he goes.
I'm going to Mage Hand and take the one coin that is real.
The statue does not yell.
I'm going to keep the one coin that is real.
Very
And I'm going
good.
to do the same with the next one.
Very good. I'd like to ask you though, the pathway that you're following, the area between is mopped clean, or at least, and it does look very clean. It looks purposefully clean. I want to ask, how do you approach this statue?
What's the image on the wall? Is the dwarf just walking past them? Is he doing anything at the beginning? Does he have any particular mannerism to him?
He looks incredibly stern, dour, and unflinching.
Then I
He-
will do the same. I back straight, chin high, like I'm better than it.
It could also be said that he does not deviate from his path.
Okay.
But
And
yeah, very well.
what do
Uh,
we think? Do we think the path is the blood, or do we think the path is the way they're pointing?
I think that I'm assuming that that door at the northeast is going to be locked. To unlock it, I think is probably the whole taking or giving the money. I can't really figure that out.
I think we're just
Um,
taking.
But what we've noticed so far is that every time we step off the path, they screech at us. But we haven't seen is if you cross over that gap to your left there,
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm
and
thinking
then
of
go
touching
like,
my.
will he still scream at you if you step onto the blood to the left?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
will
thinking
he
of touching
stop?
my toe into the bit to the left to continue on the path of where they're all pointing at each other.
You poke a toe. He kind of tenses up a little bit. Kind of opens his eyes
Okay.
wider, and he becomes
goes,
a bit more
I-
animated.
Hey,
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, because Mage Hand is great.
Yes.
I'm going
jump
to
5 feet.
stay where I am,
Yes.
and I'm going to Mage Hand from the second one, the coin that is real.
The statue is silent. Since you're freehanding, I want you to mark with an X the ones that you have taken from.
Okay, let's get a nice. Let's make it blue. There you go.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay.
Okay, now I can't. Oh, I can't double back. Can I?
Who knows?
Are the
We don't know.
statues? Can the statues? Are they small enough to get around if I?
Oh, sure. If you're
Okay.
if they are in your path, they will shift out of the way, provided
Oh.
you go in a certain direction. You have to see.
Okay, then I will move up here,
Yeah.
and I will try to do another toe into the sand on the left.
He
here.
stares at you. He
Jump
looks
across.
closely at you.
Should I just jump?
This
At
is
a
just a game of the floor is made of lava.
If you do want to jump that distance, there's no check required. It's 10 feet.
Okay.
That's an easy little hop over.
Oh, 10 feet? Okay, yeah. Or 5 or 10, whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to try to jump that.
You do so successfully. The statue
Okay.
remains silent.
Okay. Then I have too many free hand to select my character. So, there.
Allow me. Let's put you to the front. That should help.
Okay, thank you.
The statue continues to follow you.
All right. Next, another mage hand taking the coins.
I heard multiple. There's only one real coin. Would
Sorry,
you
the
like
coin,
to
the
take
one
some of
real
the fake coins?
I would not.
Okay. Very good. Very
Oops,
well.
That's wrong.
Move on. Move on.
All right. Then, so for the sake of brevity, that's
Okay.
what I'm doing. I'm going in the line that I've drawn in yellow,
Yes.
and I am continuing along to the next statue in that line, and I am taking the real coin and only the real coin,
Yeah.
and continuing on up to
The end.
this one.
Yes.
Well, up to this one because I can't
Yes. You
jump
see-
that gap.
Yes. And this is where I'm interested to see what you get up to.
Okay, so we've got these guys, got these guys. What does everybody think? Does anybody have like something that can get me across here?
What if you tried us going this way?
Just
walking
sh-
past this one, and jumping across.
I could. Yes,
You'll be
I
you'll be
could
staying on the
try
blood.
that. Ooh, I could try that.
You're welcome to try.
Okay. I'm gonna try that.
All right. Very well. No check required. The
Or you guys
statue.
could just kill the golems pointing their hands at you.
You might. The statue follows you, and it does not act hostile.
Okay, I'm going to take the next coin, the next real coin from Mr. Statue,
Very good. Yeah.
and then continue on to the next.
Very good. At this point, I am just making sure the method by which you approach these things. So, mark it off each time in order, and I just want to know how you move around, because there is stuff to this. So just continue as you are.
Confidently.
Yeah.
I look at the mural again, and he seems to be continually weighted down by the coins, right?
Indeed, he is. He has pockets that drag behind him because they are so gargantuanly overwhelmed and full.
I kind of want to try to imitate him as much as possible, but like I can't like create weight that doesn't exist.
True.
And here I'm actually at a point where I do need to jump with a check, probably.
I would say no if you had a run up, but you don't. So
I don't. Yeah.
you will have to do a little bit of an acrobatics check if you want to jump that distance.
Okay. Actually, I have the mobile.
I think
feat. What
it'd be
does this
fine
get?
just backtracking back along the blood, because you went sort of off path earlier, just briefly. But
I
you went
did go
across
off
that
path,
way.
but I haven't gone backwards yet.
I see what you're saying.
Well, so far, every time you've done anything quote unquote wrong, all they've done is at you.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
So I'm gonna just take a step back.
It's safe to at least test it, I think.
You step back, and the statue does not scream at you.
I mean, it's your life I'm putting in danger, not mine. It's easy for me to say, do this, but
That's fine. All right. So since that didn't bother him, I am going to go around
All
and
right.
go to the next statue.
Move as you see fit.
Okay, I'm gonna end up here, and I'm going to take the next coin.
Mm-hmm. Carry on.
And carrying on, let's to the next.
Yep.
And I'm going to try to imitate the dwarf that was taking the coins, and I'm going to make my posture over time like give off the feeling of carrying more weight and as much as I can.
Certainly. As you do that, it's very hard to tell, but the door, this Durgar-shaped mobile statue, appears to have settled into a bit of a rhythm with you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, this is where I was starting to get really interesting. So, yes, I want to know how you approach this angle.
Yeah. So I take from this one,
Mm-hmm.
and what is the range of Mage Hand actually?
30
Let me
feet.
check. I think it's like
it's like
30
60
feet. Okay.
30.
Yeah,
30?
maybe. Let's see.
Let's see.
Have you clicked it earlier?
30 feet.
Okay.
So 30 feet if I get my ruler. Nope, 35 for the next one.
Just out of reach.
Yeah.
Just try walking that way. You've been allowed to walk freely on the
Yeah,
blood
I've been
so
allowed
far.
to walk freely so far, so I am going to start to walk towards this guy.
Very good. The statue follows.
Okay. And does this statue, without me taking anything from it, let me pass?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I
Yeah, I think
will
the
go.
only two rules are so really you need to take the coins in the correct order and
Yep.
don't step off the blood.
Okay. Then I'm going to stay on the blood and walk around to the next statue right here.
Very good. So, knowing those two rules,
Yeah.
do
Those
you
are the rules that I'm going to follow for the rest of it.
Oh, very well then. In that case, then, provided you understand those, you go all the way to the end.
Okay.
Well done.
And I end up with, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
And your pockets are weighed down because you've been
15.
gathering like 23
Yeah, my pockets
coins.
probably are weighed down.
Uh,
I've got.
Actually, I'll tell you that your pathway will continue along that way until you get to the end, and the statues do not go out of turn. However, I will actually now jump back to Dacto and Garbo, as you guys have essentially figured out that room and are now just negotiating it.
I was
Cool.
actually going to wonder, like, do now the other characters have to do the same thing but without Mage Hand?
It's an interesting case.
There's a pile of. So what I thought was like, there's a pile of fake coins left over, and as soon as one person completes the puzzle, one of those fake coins turns real, and then starts again. That's what I thought might have happened.
Right then, so
But we don't know.
yeah. So Garbo, Cat Garbo, and Dacto, when you come before this room, you find these 4 gaping pits, each with a risen podium in the middle, coming out of each pit, like a volcano that has a trench in the middle of each one, and spikes protruding from the center of each of these kind of pits. I'd like
Throw
to.
the cat in. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Meow,
Sorry.
meow, meow.
No,
Chaotic keyboard. No.
don't make it real, please.
Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah. How do you respond?
Spiky volcanoes. I'm
Kind of. Yeah.
going. Yeah, I'm going to get as close as I can without touching anything, and just like see if I can get a better visual. Any carvings? Any?
Garbo,
Yeah.
Garbo has
Whoa.
as a cat.
Okay. Go on. Sorry. Go on.
I was gonna say Garbo as a cat has advantage on smell perception checks. So I just want to see if I can smell which way like the Durg are coming or went.
Interesting. Sure. So this whole dungeon, to your nose, definitely smells stale, with nasty bits of Durgar lining the whole place here and there. But as you are looking at the pathway, and as you're like sniffing around, you feel. I'll put you back, Garbo. I'll put you back where you were, back to your cat. As you're feeling everything kind of shift and shake and move, and you're picking up the air, you feel like there's a large portion of air currently like skirting right through the air around you, and you feel these great kind of forms moving in. And Dacto, you kind of feel it too. These huge kind of wafts of air moving around. And, yeah. As you are currently like, whoa, hang on. That's a lot of scuffling, Master X. That's a lot of scuffling and clipping. But, as you do that, I'm going to keep with everyone's initiative order, please. I'm going to keep to that. You have had a long rest, so you would otherwise re-roll it, but for the sake of going through a dungeon, I'm going to keep these. So, we are going to begin, Dacto, with this large Durgar coming out from being invisible, with a sword. It appears like a force-driven, like, short sword, and in its enlarged state, he goes to try and stab you through with it.
I've got mage armor up.
He
This time,
rolls a
he
nat
can-
1, but he has advantage because this is a
He can
surprise.
see him. He's invisible. He can see him.
Whoa!
Yeah, Dacto is invisible, by the way. As a reminder.
And I was being stealthy as a cat, so
Forget you and Stealthy Cat. Fuck. Okay. Small DM cock up. However,
They now have blind sight.
no. No. They have only one recourse. Dacto, why did you do this to me? They have to stab the cat. And
Can they see the cat?
they can
You
see
never-
the cat, and they have awareness of the cat.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. Dacto, they strike you with a 23 and do 13 points of force damage.
To the cat.
Yes.
13. Okay, so my cat is going to take 3 of that, and then I'm going to revert back, and I'm going to revert back to Garbo and take 10.
Yes, indeed you shall. Why were you invisible? I know why. But why? Oh, you are invisible. You are. Oh, man. Okay, very good. Alright then. So, I mean, that is just his turn. He just lunges out. And I guess as part of this surprise... were you invisible? Why? The Master X, there's a certain amount of sound coming. Are you okay at
It
the
sounds
moment?
like you've got a loose connection to your microphone. It's like clicking in and out.
Or it is rubbing up against the collar of your shirt, as I've heard often.
It's possible.
It sounds better now. Alright, alright, so
Garbo, no want. This hurt. Ow.
Garbo's gonna have to take this hurt. It's a surprise round from creatures that were made aware of you and have waited visible to strike at you. Dacto, you miss it to... Whoa! Stop! No! Oh, no. You've tampered with God and Satan and you've pissed him off. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's another creature's turn. Another one of these dudes. He cannot be gentle. He will strike at the creature he can see and has waited for. And he shall go to strike at you with his blade.
Armor class is 16.
Very good. He has advantage. That hits on a 23 and does 11 points of force
Ouchies.
damage.
Okie dokie.
This doesn't
quite
end
like
here. This does not end here. I'm sorry. This does not end here. Another one comes forward. Goes forward to your position. And I guess they kind of trip over Dacto, unable to perceive him. Dacto, make me a dexterity saving throw, please, before going into the pit. Dacto, you're fucking fine. He has no awareness of you whatsoever. You do not exist.
I just duck between his legs.
You do. You really, really do. Garbo, man. There's another attack. How many have I given you? 1, 2. Yeah, you get a third one.
Are they allowed to fit next to each other that tightly? Because
Yeah.
tokens are overlapping. Are
Yeah.
they squeezing? Do they have disadvantage by any chance?
No. Anyway, with
You tried, thank you.
even with advantage, that is a miss on. Let's see. Let's bring your armor class forward. He rolled a 13, and thankfully your AC is better than that for the time being. So well done. Okay. Garbo, you're in a.
looking rough.
You are. It's still
Yeah.
part of a surprise round. Let's get rid of you. Another one of these dudes comes down and attacks the one creature he's waited for and can see. And he goes to strike you again, Garbo.
Garbo bad feeling. Garbo no like.
He rolls a 17 and does 7 points of force damage.
7.
Yeah.
Ouchies.
Yep.
Drops me down to 15 health.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Heal, man, heal.
He hasn't even had time.
Dacto.
Bad touch. Lots of bad touch. Garbo no like.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
yeah.
like screaming that outside. Like,
Okay.
he's actually saying that.
That's the end of the initiative round, like surprise round. It is their turn again. He is going to stab at you until you are dead. In fact, no. He is going to just say to you, Garbo. He's going to look at you and he's going to say, "You're gonna die if you think you can beat us. Empty out your pockets and give us everything you own. Else we'll be taking your head and making it part of a pretty collection. Do you understand us, you damn stupid goblin twat?" He spits out with his huge, enlarged mouth down to you.
Garbo says in Goblin, "Oh, I got something for you," and he whips out his goblin penis and starts like pissing on his shoe.
All right, on his shoe. Very good.
Yes.
Very, very good. I like it. Doctor, you chose to be invisible. Okay. All right, Master X. There's a lot of scuffling, but yes, very good. He is pissed the fuck off. He's very frustrated and annoyed, and now he has goblin piss on him. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, Dacto, it's your turn. How would you like to do this? Do you see the situation we are in, Dacto?
Don't put this on me. This is all you do.
You knew.
Let me think. Let me think.
God
Can
damn it.
I have an idea that probably won't work.
Okay.
Can I? Am I able to, without touching them, squeeze through the big oafs and reach Garbo?
Sure. You've done it once before with a crit dexterity save, so sure is my answer.
Alright, so I'm gonna sneak, still invisible, my way to Garbo,
Yeah.
and with my free interaction with an object thing that you get on your
Yeah.
turn.
What? Okay. Okay, I'm just... This
You know
is
how
just...
you just like open a door or whatever, like just without using an action, or just draw a weapon or get something out of a bag, that sort of thing.
I believe those were actions, but this is a okay kind of situation. So okay,
Am I wrong?
no, I don't know, but I'm
Okay,
just gonna
alright,
say
action.
okay.
If you want me action, I will use my action to. I want to whisper in Garbo's ear. It's me. Just go along with it and stuff him into the bag of holding real quick.
Stuff Garbo into the bag of holding.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's up. I guess it'll be up to Garbo whether or not he fights me off, right?
So you gave Garbo a bag of holding. He
Yes.
did. Yeah. So Garbo will stuff
So it's
himself
unfazed.
into the bag.
And I want to quickly put Garbo in the bag of holding if I can.
Yes, you want to put Garbo into his own bag of holding. Okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Because I can't identify, and I know that a
Yeah.
creature can survive.
Yeah, okay. No,
10 minutes.
I'm clear. I was just super interested in if any bags of holding with any creatures in it winds up in any nearish proximity to any of your bags of devouring. I'm just super curious by that, is all I'm saying. Very well. Alright. Garbo is a creature. You have chosen, I guess, to try and strength him into a bag, so you lift him up and put him in the bag. Okay? This will be an athletics check. Garbo is
He
willing.
doesn't resist.
He doesn't resist, but you have to try and lift him.
Well, what's your natural strength?
I mean, on
Minus one.
Garbo's turn, he can just put himself in the bag, but if you want to do this on your turn, you're going to have to
Well,
lift him.
The Duragar have 2 more like things.
They
He
do.
might die between. So
They do.
So yeah, but my question is, whatever your strength is, you times that by 5, and that's what you can naturally lift without, making a check.
Oh,
Garbo
cool.
only weighs 45 pounds, so as long as you have of like 5 or more, you can easily lift me up and put me in a bag of holding.
It seems you can do just that. It seems you can do just that.
Do you resist, Garbo?
No, Garbo does not resist.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Not in the
Okay.
slightest.
The question was if you resist or not. It's if in 6 seconds, Dacto can call, whisper, throw you into the air enough to then open the bag and then, just pop you in the bag while carrying
Oh,
you.
it wasn't graceful. It was like trying to shove a sleeping bag back into where the sleeping bag's bag, and you just sort of cramming it in there.
Okay,
It wasn't graceful.
okay. Excellent. That was a pass anyway. Thankfully, when a creature is forced against... it was with his will. When a creature is moved because of another creature or another effect away from an enemy, it does not provoke an attack of opportunity. Garbo, by some blessing of the old gods and the new, you are in a bag of holding. Great. You're in a bag of holding.
It's nice and cozy in here.
It's
Garbo's
dark.
gonna get a couch. Garbo's gonna get a couch one day. He's
Yeah.
You're with all your clay.
yeah, exactly. Garbo's just gonna start making a seat for himself.
All right, Garbo, you have 1 minute.
10 minutes if my identify spell worked, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. Have I got that wrong? Is it 10 minutes of breathable air time?
10 minutes of breathable air.
Oh,
from
okay.
memory.
You've
But
got
the rest
time.
of so I've still got a little bit of movement and a bonus action.
Mm.
So I take a gentle step,
Mm.
and then I misty step back onto the other side of the fence.
Okay.
As I do, I'm now visible again, and I've
Yeah.
got nothing else I can do on my turn.
Well done.
Because that was an action to shove me in, you ruled.
Yep.
And I'm hoping that even though I'm now visible,
Uh-huh.
I'm still hidden behind the hand that's on the fence.
Oh,
And so-
dude. That actually, because of that hand, you practically don't have the clearance to get it to the other side. It would be like teleporting into a wall for you. I'm
It's a
gonna-
misty step, so as long as there's a crack, his mist form can go through it.
Yeah, but he has to materialize somewhere, and I'm saying at the end of his reach, it comes out to what would be like
The
a...
hand.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, damn.
Like, he would be, like, smushed half in width as he's, like, pressed by the hand, potentially. I am going to put you right here to make me feel better, and you make it. You're alive, Dacto. You're alive. And they curse at you, and these Durgar, yeah. Okay. What have you done? I'm okay. Okay. Moving on. Ducto, anything else you want to do this turn?
I've got nothing left that I can do.
Hmm.
Use my bonus, use my action, use my movement.
I feel like I could say the same. Moving on. I guess that other Durgar, he looks at you. You have fucked me. You have straight up. Why have you done this? I don't understand. Right. Okay. Okay.
What could I have done? I needed to get Garbo out.
He simply says to you, fine, you run, but we will get you. We will have you, and we will kill you. And with that, I guess they actually start to just move away, because they know you do magic, and they make sure they get out of line of sight for it, so they are not fucked over by it. Wow. Do you want to stay in initiative, Dacto?
I mean, my next point of action would be to spill Garbo out of the bag.
I'm gonna
And
I'm
if he's
gonna
alright.
I'm gonna take this out of initiative while you watch as these large Durgar make their way out.
And then I say to Garbo, I say,
Yeah.
and I say, "You alright, Garbo?"
Yeah.
So
Garbo.
you spilt him out on the floor at this point.
Yep.
Well, I guess I reached. Yeah, I wasn't even thinking to reach in and grab you. I just tipped it upside down, so you clattered along with everything else that was in the bag holding on the floor, because I was just in a bit of a panic.
That is not a party Garber likes to go to. That was a lot of bad hurt.
Yeah, you got messed up. I look around the room, say, we were gone like 30 seconds. Where is everyone?
They went around because they couldn't get through the gate. We need to
Oh,
talk
sorry
about
about
this,
that.
Daxo, at some point. I know you played the character, but
What else was I supposed to do, dude?
I know you played your character, but just know I was trying to help you, but you went
Yeah,
a
I know.
different way. You went a different way.
That's Dungeons and Dragons, man.
No, that's whatever.
You
We
cannot put that on me. We'll talk.
we move on.
I'm getting called into the principal's office.
I do have a question though.
Yeah, please.
All that ruckus, does Tom recognize behind him there's a loud noise to go investigate?
At
the hell's that
at this
noise?
range, you actually don't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of closed doors that are cutting this off, and it's a large distance, so you don't hear anything. No.
The only noise was Garbo's screams of pain.
Yeah.
Exactly. Garbo no like. Garbo hurt.
Well, in fact, no. You should have heard that, but you don't. Now, as you guys have learned the ways of this place, I want to tell you, mysterious lady, that when you come to the end and you see the door before you, the statue that had been following you, as coldly as it began, leaves you and goes to stare at the other side of Nozak. And I want to ask how you respond now. So this is over to you, Takisis.
Oh, how I respond to that.
Yeah, you get to the door and it just walks away from you.
I wave goodbye
Hmm.
awkwardly. And
It looks back over to you and then walks away.
okay.
Hmm.
I'm gonna check the door. Is it locked?
It is not locked, no.
Okay. I'm going to call back across the room. Can all of you get across now?
The statues aim themselves towards Nozak, palms faced out towards him.
He will step forward.
The statues follow.
He will briefly step off.
Ah!
He will
my
step
gosh.
back on, hang
It's,
his head, and go, "Oh, for fuck's sake!"
yeah, yeah. I think it's fair to say that the statues force you to continue this process in the exact same way. But my question is, do you take a fake coin?
Well, I guess he would go up to the statue, and is there a real coin there, or is there just the fake coins now?
Just the fake coins now.
What if I'm just going to try? He'll just stay on the
Yeah.
blood. Whoop! I accidentally stepped off.
Okay.
And he will just try and make his way to the end where Kara is.
All right. So
And
gets to
so
there.
he would take. Oh, I was thrown
Alright.
out of path.
I must stop you. I must stop
Okay.
you.
Where does he get? Yes.
Well, from the path that you have described, so he just follows the path.
Well, essentially, he was just walking along the blood
Yeah.
towards Kara, just seeing what happened.
Hmm.
If they start screaming at me, he'd stop.
They do not. After he walks away from this statue, these two come closer. And they will both bring forward their hands. And as you look at the hands, they begin to vibrate and stutter and thrum, beating with like a powerful kind of sounding energy that rattles into his chest and kind of fills out the whole room with like a rising sound that fills everywhere around it. And then from their mouths they release these painful screeching howls. And yeah, I need Nozak to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I'm gonna accidentally get another character almost killed.
Oh boy.
2 dexterity saving throws, please, as these guys do this as one. Alright, that's 1 failure, 1 pass. He takes 10 points of thunder damage,
Pretty worse.
and then takes another 6 half to 3.
Okay.
Also, I am wrong. They do not even have hands. To themselves, they have attached from their hands a kind of mitten of stone, and from that are drills.
Oh.
Yes, much different than open, outstretched palms. But rather, when Nozak does set this off, the palms will rather transform to become those of drill-like shape. Fingerless. How does Nozak respond, or how do the rest of you guys respond?
Yeah, everyone else just standing in the doorway. like...
What if Tom takes a shot since he's in trouble?
That's up to you guys.
What do you think, Nozak? Or a bad idea?
That's up to you
I
guys.
don't want to make any more decisions on Nozak's behalf.
Mm.
I mean, I know-
Nozak probably doesn't want to move at risk of more hurt.
Try
I mean, I know
taking a fake coin.
Doesn't he have that hand around here? Grab the hand and snatch the fake coin out.
What hand where?
Doesn't he have like a dead hand floating around here somewhere? No.
He has a little hand, yes. It's currently attached to his new undead toy.
Shit. Alright, just take a fake coin. No, put a real coin in instead of a fake coin. Just drop a real coin in.
Okay.
You're welcome to come up here and do any of these things yourself.
No, I'm not the one that's in trouble. Apparently you are. We can figure this out.
So yeah, please proceed as you think is best.
I don't want to make the wrong decision for another player's character.
Yeah, I know, but he's
Um,
in trouble now, so we gotta figure this out.
It's true. He didn't turn up today with no warning. You can make as many decisions for his character as you like.
I say throw a coin in, because, you know, a real coin for a real coin.
I will place a real gold coin in the birdcage.
Very well. The statues do not respond.
We're
I
gonna
was
lose money.
wondering why they actually decided to attack me this time. Before they just screamed. This time they actually attacked. Why?
Because you moved without a donation.
But we were doing that stuff beforehand.
And I took from them. I didn't give to
The
them.
rules have changed.
Yeah, but if you take, you must give.
No,
I
that
don't.
doesn't
I
seem to
don't
be
want
the
to
lesson of the mural.
send Kara out on her own, but I wonder if once Kara steps through the door and leaves, maybe it'll reset.
Really?
I,
I don't know. And I'm not going to
as
force it.
they're struggling with that behind me, Kara, a bit bored, standing over here, is going to turn her attention to the door and try and. Since it is unlocked, she's going to very carefully attempt to open it.
Very well.
And peek through.
You open the door up. As you do so, the statues walk away from Nozak, go to the end here, and you can see the room on the other side.
Okay.
Nozak, make a
Nozak
run for it.
books it.
I'm gonna bring this
First,
torch.
before he does book it, what does the movement speed of the golems look like? Do they look particularly fast, average, slow?
They have walked at a very casual manner in your presence. The speed you have seen them is slow, heavy, and lumbering with their stony appendages.
Can Garbo see the lights that are being put into this room now?
Yeah, you see some dancing lights being moved forward by your new human lady friend.
Garbo will call out, "Watch out! Four big meanies hurt Garbo. They jump, invisible."
Oh.
Did anything happen when Nozak ran to the exit?
No.
Okay, good. You're welcome, dyslexic. I didn't kill your character.
We all thought one guy was meant to die today, but that wasn't on the agenda.
He'll have a zombie follow as well, but I can't control.
Got you. Right, so as you kind of reconvene to the other side of this pit, not only is Ducto and Garbo on the other side, excuse me. Master X, please go back to push to talk. Please. Thank you very much. Apologies. I apologize. But, much better. Sorry. As you go back to this main room, you can see once again these four pillars protruding from these dark, recessed crevices that dip into the ground. Spikes lining the inner lengths of these pillars. And you see a spot of greenish, reddish blood staining the ground right over there. Right before your eyes, right in the middle of these four. And you might see at the edges of your range a very hurt Garbo on the other side of the portcullis that has been lowered.
Do you think we could take these creatures now that all of us are here, or should we try to bring them through and
F these
continue
things.
on?
Garbo wants to kill him. Garbo also casted Cure Wounds on himself.
Yeah, very good.
Dak also can't get back through the fence now.
Yeah.
So you go, Garbo, and I will. I'll catch you guys up. I'll go the way they went, and I
Garbo have
Send.
idea.
Hmm?
Why don't you get in bag of holding and Garbo just empty bag of holding on other side? Garbo can reach hand through cutlass, and then you end up on other side.
It is true. You could do that.
I don't know how I feel about being put in a bag of holding.
You did it
Bit
to your friend a
degrading.
second ago, so not
Good.
terribly shook up about it.
Garbo made couch. Garbo made clay couch in there. Comfy, very comfy. Garbo made clay painting. Very nice.
Sure, okay. I trust you, Garbo.
All right, so you're saying me and the zombie gotta make.
And Garbo will do exactly what he just said.
Great. I really want to ask, who has the bags of devouring? I would like a declared owner, please. It can't be your new friend. Ah, yes, it's you, Cecil Hasselheim. Alright, very good. I just wanted to check up. Okay, yep, Decto, you are engulfed in the bag of holding.
No.
Indeed you are, just like straight up in that bag.
And Garbo will reach across and just empty out the bag on the other side.
Wonderful. You do so.
Doctor goes in and really hopes that Garbo doesn't have a really bad short-term memory.
No. Garbo's not the most intelligent, but he's definitely not going to leave you in there.
Okay, yes, so Decto, you are spat out on the other side, apparently upside down, and without any of your lights. I don't know why. I have no clue why. Probably because you weren't saved. But yeah, you are reborn from the bag of holding. Yep. Oh,
Garbo,
Master
gosh.
X. Yes, Master X. It is outrageous. It's pretty bad.
sorry, I apologize. Garbo
okay.
will then turn into owl, and he's a tiny beast. He can fly 60 feet. He's going to fly 60 feet to the left side.
All right,
So
excellent.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45,
Doctor is a
50,
lot
60.
slower than that, so he cannot keep up.
It's okay. You're all catching up. Let's just put an owl out there and give
I'll
this
end up right there at 60 feet.
excellent. Let's give this.
Can Dacto, as soon as he steps up onto his feet, make a perception check to see if he can hear any heavy footsteps from big invisible assholes?
You are welcome to try. Yes,
Oh.
but
By the way, me and Toll and Mech, are we able to get across doing the same thing as they did?
when you go forward, the statues do not come to your sides. Rather, they just leave you be as they just sleepily stay at their sentries, not moving and not caring for either of you guys.
Well, then we should be able to get across fairly easy.
Okay. Yeah, very well. You do get across, no problems whatsoever. And yeah, owl, little gnome friend, and zombie, and everybody else, all your favorite friends, they all come forward. And yeah, you meet up back in the middle. But as
Order
to your
19
perception,
perception check. Yep.
you do not hear them, no. They have moved promptly further outside of your reach of vision. Or
I let the others know that the last I saw them, they headed that direction.
That is true. They headed that direction.
Okay.
I'm trying to learn. What's my thing where I get spell slots back?
Arcane
Arcane
recovery.
recovery.
Yeah, yay. Inspiration.
Sorry.
No,
Is that a
inspiration
bonus
for knowing
action
it.
thing, or is that a...
Yeah, you get it on a short rest. Comes with being a wizard.
Oh, I need to do a short rest to get that.
Yeah,
Question, how tall is the ceiling?
the ceiling is quite large. At its highest point to this huge domed room, it appears about as high as about 50 feet in height.
Okay, so I'll be with the party, and I'll be like 50 feet up, close to the ceiling. But I want
Okay,
to be like above the party.
you're high up in this dark, gloomy place, and I presume an owl has dark vision.
Yes, it does.
does.
120 feet.
It does indeed, yes.
And
Also, I have advantage on any hearing or sight checks
that.
Yeah.
for perception I have.
Yep, that's all fair and good. Yep, you see all of this chamber and everything inside it.
Good to go.
Excellent. So, all right, before you, you see 3 doors, 4 doors, in fact, and 2 portcullis ways. One covered with a stony hand, another rusted like the rest of them. And the 3 doors before you, one having been closed, but none of them appearingly seeming to be locked, rather. How would you like to proceed?
So do we go after where we think the Durga may have went, or do we go elsewhere?
Wait, are we not going to try to solve the puzzle of this room?
What puzzle? There's
There's large pillars. Aren't you curious?
not all pillars mean puzzles, but yeah, we can investigate.
There's pillars and pits. But we can continue on, of course. I'm just curious. Like, we can't see the tops of the pillars, correct?
They are a little bit out of reach, but they are only like 5 feet raised from the ground. The problem is that they are also like 5 feet off to the side, so they would be very difficult to jump onto. You could go into the pit and try to climb it, but it would be a taller climb than it would be a jump up.
Hey Garbo, what do the pillars look like inside them?
Who's the
Being
tallest
an
person
owl.
here?
That would be
Well,
the
we
owl
have-
at 50
We have
feet.
Garble flying.
I guess I'll make a perception check with advantage and go from there.
No check required. The tops of the
And-
pillars are utterly flat-ended. They have a mark of a stern-faced dwarf embezzled onto the top of each of the round podiums, but you do not see anything inside. There is no inside. The tops of them are just flat.
Okay, what's the ground made out of, real quick? Is there like dust or sand or anything?
The ground is made out of like man-made or dwarf-made hard rock and has been formed into these positions. The spikes that come from outside of the pillars surrounding them are made of nasty, roughly cut, rusty, jagged end spikes that have been made purposely to kind of like distract somebody who might be trying to climb up the wall, certainly. Or if they get flung to the wall, God forbid, they would get a nasty bit of spiking going on through them.
That's good to know. Okay,
I'm gonna
so
see if he can respond with a message cantrip, because like I'm gonna try messaging the owl saying, "What do you see?" And I don't know if he'd be able to respond since it's sort of like a mental magic spell.
well, I mean, I keep all my mental facilities, so I mean faculties. So
Yeah,
the only
But it
thing that
says-
changes is
it
physical.
says you whisper back a message, so I don't know if that means you have to actually physically speak as well. So
no, you
So-
don't. It's okay. You can mentally bring this message back.
So then I will describe in the message what I see.
Hmm.
Cool.
As
you have 6
Garbo
seconds to do so.
As Garbo kind of gives this message and his mind is semi-detached in the form of this owl, you actually hear his Garbo mouth opening and closing and saying the words out loud too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Now
Well,
then,
caca.
It's reminding me of back when I had my owl familiar.
ah, yes indeed. Where is he? Did he
Just
die?
stay like this forever.
Oh yeah,
Garbo.
he did die. Yes, he went into a pocket and died.
He went into a bag of holding. Oh no,
Devouring.
pocket of devouring.
Bag of devouring. Oh boy.
Yes.
We didn't know that that's what they were. We seen a big statue that had open pockets. So like, let's see what my owl can see.
Yeah.
You lose your connection to the owl. Oh shit.
Hmm. So yeah, how do you guys wish to proceed?
Was it a real owl or a familiar?
It was the find familiar spell.
Oh, it's fine.
You can
I
summon a
don't
new
have
one.
10 gold worth to get a new one. But yeah,
Alright, so.
who wants to pick a door?
I'm just like looking around at each of the doors, debating.
Hmm.
Well,
What way did they disappear?
they
Over
went
this way.
Yeah.
Northeast.
Do we want to chase
I
them?
say
Bless you.
seek them out and try to kill them. Otherwise, they might come from behind. If we run into any other problem, we might have them.
Or they could be waiting for us on the other side of that door right now, invisible,
Yeah.
ready to strike.
That is also possible.
Very possible.
Squawk.
The hell? Oh, yeah. Oh, oh. There you go.
Well,
That portcullis you said was as rusty as the one was that we
Yes.
came to before. We like couldn't move it.
Yes, you can see the mechanism that would otherwise have worked it right on the inside where you guys are. And it looks as rusty as it does, but maybe it still works.
can I use the mending cantrip on the mechanism on the switch?
Yeah, you can.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Excellent. You give it a little bit of a mend, and a few bits of dust and rust kind of flake off from it in a powder of like rust shavings that fall and trickle down to the ground, and the mechanism appears to be back into full functioning order.
I hit the switch.
The portcullis opens up to you.
That was
Dacto
probably more
nods in
than the
approval and impressment.
Hmm.
Nice.
That was probably more efficient than the hand.
Maybe.
But the hand was cool.
Kara
it was
like
badass.
kind of like looks very disappointed in herself for a while and is just like internalizing that.
Yeah.
You tore the portcullis right off. It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when you used the hand, we didn't see any mechanism.
That is true. You did not see a
Oh,
The
mechanism.
okay.
mechanism was on the other side as well, probably.
Okay.
So I feel better.
That does make me feel better.
Good.
Okay, I'm gonna keep one of the torches with me as my dancing lights and just like move it with me.
Very good. Move as you see fit.
Hey Garbo, you're super fast now. Do you wanna scout ahead?
Ah!
Yeah. No, don't you back up. Don't you back up. As they see your light around a corner, you already have
Oh,
one of
no.
these guys who are right up close.
Try to run away.
I'm made of stone right now, remember that.
Yeah, your stone skin, I remember. You've dealt with these guys before, actually, in your earlier encounters. One of these further grey-skinned, dour-looking, angry dwarfs with very notable kind of, like, chain mail and shield armors. Oh, hey, look at that. I was not aware of this. Well, anyway, basically he comes forward with you, and
Look,
ooh,
it's fine. You can't fit. You can't fit through the gap.
Oh.
You'll be fine.
I'm very
Okay.
awkward, like, oh, hello.
hello.
I mean,
Sorry
Dacto was following her, so
Bother you.
This stone dwarf again comes forward to you and says, "Empty out everything in your pockets, and you might live. In fact, I will make sure you live, but empty those pockets now."
I have a question. Is this
I don't have anything.
Good.
who are
You're
you,
me.
Who are you talking to, Kara?
And you will have this creature lunge at you with the weapon appears as though it is radiating some kind of magic from it. As it comes forward, it releases this kind of cursed, grim light that comes from his longsword, I think is correct, as he comes at you.
Is this the same thing that attacked us before?
It is the same thing that attacked you before. You have a corpse of one of their friends. However, when he goes to attack you, it is not a surprise. He had a bit of a conversation with you, but
Uh-huh.
it rolls a 22 and does 9 bits of damage to you.
Hooray!
Hooray! Let's delete those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think I deleted more people from the initiative order than I wanted.
So does he have reach or did he move forward?
He moved forward to make
Okay.
that hit. He's going to have to move forward to make that hit.
Do you want me to re-roll Dax initiative? Since you did it?
Yes, please do. I'm sorry I deleted him.
He was on 14 if you want to put it back to the original.
I will. Alright, where's Dacto? There he is.
Oh,
And
fuck! I
Tolan,
could have.
are you still
I
back
forgot
in
I
the
have
blood room?
shield. I could have negated that, but whatever.
You could have. You could have. And I'm sorry, yes, it is a little bit too late. The
I'm
two...
unable.
You recognize the Durgar in the background too. These hooded, kind of dingy, matted beard Durgar stand in the back, and one of them is kind of looking around, looking for signs of one of the few that have come from his acclaimed vault that you guys emerged from. But we shall go into initiative order. No real surprise outside of that one strike that was done to you.
Okay, let me click on my initiative.
Yes, please do.
11.
Okay, very nice. Yes, Miss question mark, question mark, question mark.
Oh, I changed my name.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did the guys give you a name?
Well, yeah, Kara.
Oh, yeah, sweet. So somehow I knew that
Sheila.
and I also missed it.
You've been calling me Kara.
Have I really? Wow.
Yes.
I've not
I
even...
have been. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Anyway, awesome. Yeah, Tolan. I see your initiative there. Did you not roll before, Tolan?
I don't know.
You might have deleted him by accident.
Okay, but can you click your token and roll initiative? Oh, I see you on the 7.
Oh, he's already on there. He's got stuff.
Yeah, he's already on
I
there.
thought you deleted it. Sorry.
There we go. We're all good.
Mm.
Okay. This dude right over here. This dude's right over here. What's he gonna do? I know what he's gonna do. He is going to move right over here, and he's going to try and like peer at the little catches he can, seeing you.
Ooh, do I have cover of some sort?
You've got quite a bit of cover, but he can see you. So
Oh, is it just if you can see?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I need you to please make me an intelligence saving throw as you feel your mind coming closer to his as
Oh,
he
jeez.
reaches out
Oh.
for you.
Intelligence saves scare the crap out of me.
That is a failure.
Yeah.
Either to make
Oh.
okay.
Things that make you
um,
make intelligence saves are usually scary.
Okay,
Our first
awesome.
session of
Yeah.
this campaign, we lost 2 of our characters to intellect devourers. So
Yeah,
don't
that
feel
was-
too bad. We turned a corner and they lost them. So
Alrighty,
That's it.
so this is what I want you to do, please. You have no weapon, so
I have no weapon.
I want you to move 10 feet to the nearest available target that is not the Durgar in question,
Okay.
which will be Garbo.
1, 2. Yeah, that's that.
And I want you to please roll the d20 to hit Garbo in the face.
Do you want me to add my dex or strength?
I'm on the
Dealer's choice. But you have a
Uh,
stone
ceiling,
fist.
flying.
I'm flying.
I do have a stone fist. I have a positive dexterity and negative strength. I'm
Oh
actually-
yeah, Garbo is a flying owl.
He is flying now. So I'm gonna. Yeah, I think it's strength.
So Garbo would have moved the owl. Okay, let's move the owl there. Let's put Garbo.
I can't control it.
But why? I've made the owl
Hold on.
controllable by all. I am.
I can
Oh wait,
control
I got it now. Yeah, I got it now. I can.
So he's here then.
Okay. All right
12.
then. The owl.
Take your shoe off and throw it at it.
The owl flies at a height that's close to the ceiling. The ceiling here is about 8 feet. It is not too far away, but you have to kind of do a little bit of a bunny hop to hit it. Yeah, yeah, literally with a stony fist. With that
if your
attack
strength
roll,
is -1, it'll do 0 damage anyway.
Actually, yeah, because it's 1 minus 1, because that's my strength.
even when there is a strength modifier that is a minus, it always is a minimum
sure,
of 1
yeah.
point of damage.
Oh,
I know.
You
It'd be
can't do negative damage, dude.
be fun to tickle the owl, I know, but you smack it, and you knock the owl out of its 1 hit point of health.
Oh.
I think it's funny because I think we've got 4 characters with 8
So wait,
strength. So
she rolled a
it's not
12?
quite-
She
I
rolled a
12,
12, and your owl's
My-
AC is 11, but
It actually is not 11 because I can declare what gets shifted with me and what doesn't. So I always declare that my leather armor stays on me. So it's an owl with leather armor on it. So it's
no,
actually a
wait,
14.
hang on.
That's
Hang
not quite
on.
how it works.
No, it is not.
That's how
The
it
armor
was. I
doesn't
mean,
change shape though. The armor stays goblin shaped.
The armor merges
From
into
what?
your being. You don't like get owl-sized equipment to you.
okay, that's completely fine, and if that's what the DM rolls, that's fine. But I just want to say, from my point of view, when I did before you wild shape, you choose what gets to wild shape with you, and what shapes to you. But if that's
A
then
matter
that's
of flavor.
completely then that's completely my fault, and I apologize. And you see the owl hit the floor.
If you have a page and like a line of text that says you can choose some of your equipment to be owl-shaped or to like splinter off from you, if you can quote me a page, I don't mind it right now. If you can quote me where you've seen that.
Let me see.
It says
I've got my player's handbook out if you want me to find it for you.
I've got
You
my
can choose what you change. You can keep the armor on you, but it specially says that the armor does not change. It has to fit the new body.
Yeah, that's exactly what it says. So so the armor would be just goblin shaped if I
Alright.
chose for it not to. All right, no, I'll say that it wild shaped in me. That way I don't lose the armor.
In the
yeah.
words of D&D Beyond,
Oh yeah.
the DM decides whether it is practical for the new form to wear a piece of equipment based on the creature's shape and size.
Cool.
So it's your choice.
It's
Your
interesting.
equipment doesn't change size or shape to match the new form.
Yeah. Interesting. I've actually never looked into that portion of wild shape before, so it's actually good to learn these things. In this case, there is no piece of equipment that matches and helps for your owl.
Good to go.
Yep, you are punched, smacked, downed, and you land up as Garbo on your bottom.
Am I aware that I just did something really weird?
After you did that punch, you kinda are...
Punching an owl?
Yeah, after you just did that punch, you're immediately just like, wait,
Oh.
Garbo's my friend.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Shocked expression on my face.
I didn't mean to do that.
At least you don't hit like Stone Dwarf.
True.
Was that... Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Was that, I have to immediately take my reaction to do that? Was that considered my reaction?
That is your reaction, yes.
Just making sure.
Yes. You still have your regular actions and whatnot, but it's like your immediate
Yeah.
reaction to do all that.
Yeah, like I can't use shield later in this.
No.
I was just checking on that.
Yeah, no. You understand perfectly. Nice one. Alright, Dacto, it's your turn.
Kara, the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do I have any awareness that that was a spell that was just cast on me? As a
Yes,
sorcerer?
you, Well, yeah, you do. You do.
Okay. It's not my turn, so.
Yeah. So, Dacto, what do you get up to?
Trying to find out if this is an action or a bonus action. That's an action, so I don't want to do it yet. I will. He's not hurt yet, so I won't use Toll the Dead yet, so I will. Let's just use good old faithful and shoot him with some magic missile, shall we?
All right, very well.
I
Yep,
just peek around the corner. All I need is the smallest visual on him, and
you
I
do.
send. I was like, why is that so weak? I forgot it's per missile.
Yeah, very
Bad
good.
rolls though. Damn.
It's gonna hurt him. It's gonna all chip away at him
Yeah,
piece by
every
piece.
bit helps, but yep, that's my action. Take that spell slot off and back around the corner a bit. We got company, boys.
Dacto, why have we talked about everything we've talked about? And you're playing to character, so I can't say any more than this. Okay. It is now going to be this fella's turn over here. He's going to go to a door. He's going to open it. Then he's going to
Oh, there's another one. I didn't see him.
He's going to dash over to here to get right up to Dacto. He's going to go right here. If he's going to dash, he's going to come right into here and have you pinned right by a wall. And
He's gonna dash right.
yeah, yeah, exactly. If he's going to dash, he's going to dash right. Wonderful. Okay. Garbo, it is now your turn.
Garbo is not happy about the situation he was put in. So what Garbo's gonna do is cast Moonbeam at 3rd level.
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And he's gonna cast it on this dude over here.
Okay.
His friend hit Garbo, and he's gonna move. Let's see, Moonbeam. Let's see if it'll allow me to cast.
5-foot
it.
radius and should allow you to, hopefully, unless it's like description.
No, it did not let me roll another d10.
Alright, let's go to your character sheet, see if I can't figure out what's wrong. Go to core. Can I find Moonbeam? Yes, I can. Okay, it wouldn't. So I go to spells, I go to Moonbeam, over on the Moonbeam bit. I go to higher levels. Higher level cast. Higher level damage, right there, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
1d10.
yeah. Plus... what if I take rid of that, and I change that to D10? Try again.
Okay. Let's try it.
Let me know if it works this time.
It does.
Yay! DM fix! Wonderful, we'll go with that. And this fella has got to make a Constitution saving throw. Now, why would it say that? And then give me that? Weird, but okay. So
it's a total of 17 damage, if I'm looking right. And Garbo's also going to
now,
after that.
there's information here that's conflicting. But, whoa, hello. Mute yourself, please. Sorry, nasty sounds. But, you okay? Okay, so, moving along, because I'm getting different bits of information, I know that creatures that are shapeshifters or undead take a disadvantage on the check when they do this. So, this guy is actually going to be taking a disadvantage as he's going to make this roll. He passes, and he's going to be taking half of the damage of the Moonbeam. I also want you to know I am very familiar with Moonbeam. Now, it should do damage, really, on the next time he begins his turn. After this one. But, I've forgotten this shit. Man, I've forgotten this shit. Basically, the damage is done, and he's also going to take it at the start of his next turn.
Okay, so I have a question. Is there a way I can move around this other Durgar without provoking attack of opportunity?
After spending an action to cast a spell, no, there is not. You will
I
have
still
to.
have my movement. That's why I was.
You have your
asking, 'cause
movement
I
to
can
get in combat with him, but you don't have enough to get you out.
5:30. So, but if I can. All right, no, you're right. All right, so then I'm just gonna move, just right up here. and kind of duck into that little corner.
Okay. Very
And
good.
that's how well lit is it over here? She has her balls that are like all lit up, right? So there's really like no shadows to duck into or anything.
They have lit up a bunch of these little areas, yes. And from your current position, you do not have any shadows to duck into, no.
Okie dokie. In that case, I will end my turn right there.
Okie dokie, alright. Now it is over to Kara's go.
Are there any loose stones or anything on the ground around?
Do you know where there is loose stones? Right over here. No, there are not. These, this is all
Okay.
manufactured, kind of built walls. There are not any loose stones at the moment here.
Okay. And these Durgar, are they just regular Durgar, or did you say they were stone?
These Durgar are not made of stone, no. But there does seem to be an air of really dank decay to them, has to be said.
Ew.
You indeed.
I'm going to cast Earth Tremor on this one right here.
Excellent.
Here's the spell, and then I'm gonna make my attack roll with it. Or it's a dex save, does damage, and it creates difficult terrain. I'm trying to make difficult terrain where he's at.
Very
Underneath
nice.
him.
Yeah, it's just a 5 feet.
It's around me. Hang on, I just realized that it's around me. So it's a 10-foot cube around me, I think.
I guess so.
So yeah, so he's in it, so he'll get hit by the damage if he doesn't save, and this all becomes difficult terrain.
All right, yeah, wonderful. Let's mark this with a nice bit of drawn on bit of dirt. We get one bit of dirt there, and then we get another bit of dirt there. And we stop drawing that out, and then we draw. Okay, so this is, there we go. Yeah, perfect. We take that
Yeah,
to
it doesn't
back.
say on the spell
Perfect.
card there, but the range is south with a 10-foot radius.
Excellent. 10 foot.
Yes.
10 foot.
Radius. Okay, good.
10-foot radius. Okay.
Oh, if it's a radius centered on me, does it still hit him from there?
If it's a radius from you, we're gonna double this to something like that, I guess. Let's just measure it up. There we go. That's literally your radius right now.
Okay. So would I need to move just one closer to him?
Yeah.
To get them in? Okay. So I will do that, and then erupting earth.
Wonderful. He fails and is knocked prone.
Okay. Yes. Knocked prone. He can make an attack of opportunity against me, I believe, unless you're gonna allow my mobile feat to apply here.
Your
When you make a
mobile
melee
feat,
attack-
your mobile feat, if you have it, always applies. Anytime you leave a
Well,
threatened
it's-
square, you take no attack of opportunity.
It's only when I make a melee attack against that creature. I was wondering if you consider this that, or because it's an AoE spell originating from me, if it doesn't apply.
I've got to tell off a little kobold, if this is in fact the case.
Your speed increases by 10 feet. When you use the dash action, difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement on that turn. When you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit it or not.
It's not a kobold, it's a turtle I need to tell off. Thank you very much for pointing this out to me. Inspiration to you. I'm now going to spread my hate to a turtle, as I have
I'm sorry, Turtle.
done nothing but run through every situation telling me he doesn't need to take attacks of opportunity because he's mobile. Fuck you, turtle! I'm gonna start killing you. Okay, moving along.
Okay.
Well, from what we've seen tonight, you killing people that won't work out well.
Alright, so
Alright.
this was a hit. It was not melee. You
It was
will
not
not
melee attack,
you will
does
not
not
get your melee to it, your situation, so
Okay.
he will try to swing at you from
Yes, 'cause
prone.
I'm going to walk away.
Yes.
So, let's see. This is difficult terrain to me too. So 5, 10, 15, 20, And then I have 20 more feet of movement because mobile. So I'm gonna scoot out here
Yeah.
just to be elsewhere.
I do have a question. Since he's prone, does his attack of opportunity get disadvantage or no?
Yes.
It does, which is why he rolled a 9, and it was a miss.
Yay.
Awesome, cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's my turn.
One thing, Kara.
Yeah.
Your disadvantage for moving across difficult terrain.
Yeah.
In this case, it was ignored.
Oh, right. Wait, why?
DM reasons.
Oh, DM reasons. Cool.
Yeah. Now then. It is now going to be this guy's turn. He's going to come through this door. And he's going to be
Good.
right in front of you.
Oh, good. I ran away from one of them and then straight into another.
Yep.
Great.
He's
By
gonna.
the way,
Yeah.
I like the
sorry.
theatrics of that.
By the way, yeah.
never mind. Never mind. I'll talk later.
Alrighty. Another attack goes straight for you, but it is a miss on an 8.
Yes.
That is his turn.
Nice.
It is now the zombie's turn. The zombie little version of these guys. I will control this situation. Nozak commands the zombie to come forward with sword in hand and to try and attack this fella over here. Somebody can point out if he has any kind of magic that Nozak wants to pump through him, but otherwise he rolls a 21 and does 7 points of slashing damage to this big guy as he looks
Nice.
down at you, and he's just like, "Oh, damn abomination! I'll split you in half," he says as he kind of looks down at him. But now it is Nozak Hilljaw's turn.
He'll probably just follow it up with a Toll the Dead, I'd assume.
On which target?
Is the one that just got slashed the only one that's been damaged?
I'm sorry, what's
I
that?
think it is. The one that the zombie just slashed then, that's the only one that's been damaged so far, I believe. And Toll the Dead does better against damaged enemies, so it'll be against that one. So the one here.
Very good. Alright, then, yep, he will be making...
Nozak's pretty squishy and he's a bit hurt, so he'd probably back up a bit.
Very good, so that will be a wisdom or charisma, wisdom saving throw already.
Get him this one. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
He fails. He will be taking that 9 points of necrotic damage.
And I'm going to be right back and go feed my dog his breakfast.
Alright, feed the dog breakfast? What?
It's 8 a.m.
Oh, okay, nice.
We're in
Tolin,
the future, remember?
yeah,
Did you
yeah.
wake up at 6 a.m. to play this? 5 a.m. actually?
5, actually.
Wow. That's
Dungeons
dead.
and Dragons.
Yeah, that's dedication.
I work weird shifts anyway, but yeah.
Awesome.
I've got an energy drink. I'll be fine.
Alright, Tolin Mech, it is now your turn.
Not the
Okay.
first Aussie I've played with.
So, I want to use my staff and attack this fine young gentleman in front of me.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Let's see that attack, please. That, unfortunately, is a miss.
I will use one key point with actually I get 2 shots, so
You do.
let me try it again.
That is a hit. Very
And then I'm gonna
nice.
follow that up with 1 key point of flurry of blows.
Excellent. Yep. I think you get another hit with Flurry of Blows.
Yep.
Yay! The second attack and the fourth attack are hits.
And I'm going to use another. I know this is gonna. I'm going to use another key rare for me for stunning strike on that last flurry of blows.
Very
He
good.
needs to make a Constitution save.
Would you like it to be stunning strike on the second hit? Hopefully he fails. You get advantage, and then you get to end on a crit.
Sure.
Yeah. DM advice, helping the players. The Constitution saving throw is 17.
Okay.
Right, so he
Correct.
passes. But he will take that 6 and 11. Why is that 11? So 6 plus 4, 5 plus 4 plus 2. Why is that a 5 plus 4 plus 2, dude?
And let me see what's wrong in here. Bludgeoning. 1d6 plus 4 is 10. Plus 2, there's a plus 2 in there. And I'm not sure what this. Let me check character sheet. Easily explained. Let me just figure.
Well, either way, if I take out that plus 2 as it is unknown for the time being, you're way over the open hand, but I don't think it gives you extra damage. So, I will just be taking these regularly without that plus 2. That's a 9 plus 6, 15. Boom. This dwarf, this Durgar, as he is standing there in his large form, is now progressively very bloodied. He's been hurt back and forth, piece by piece, as he has been battered between your many blows. And the toll of the dead, that does definitely ring through his body, making his blood go still as he's starting to really take the effects on. Yeah, very good. That is your turn, I guess.
I get one more.
Oh, okay.
I patent the defense. I mean, not patent defense. I keep saying
Patient defense, yeah.
patient defense. That's it.
Very good, very good. This gives you a bit extra to damage and a bit more to your defense. All right. Go right ahead, dude. Let's see that dice roll.
Say again.
Let's see that dice roll, or let's see what patient defense does. Let's see some reference of what your ability does.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just bring that up. Boop.
Doot.
And so that everybody can see this smiling picture.
Lovely. Okay. Action on my turn. One key point: do dog's action as a bonus. Your bonus action has been spent to do flurry of blows.
Well, I get 2 shots. For my bonus action would be the flurry of blows, and then
That's
my
right.
defense.
Your patient defense cannot be used. You have spent your bonus action on flurry of blows.
Okay, no problem. You're right.
There you go. Thank you, dude. That's why we summon this information's up. Now then, another Durgar will come forward. Who will he get his eyes on? Hello, I hear somebody. He is going to look over to Dacto, actually. No other reason other than the fact Dacto is something he can see between the legs. And Dacto, I want you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. An intelligence saving throw, please. Dacto, he's feeding a dog. Excuse me. Right, let's help him out here. Let's help him out a little bit here. We're gonna go for Dacto. We're gonna go to character sheet, core. Gonna go to intelligence saving throws. He is proficient, and he rolls a 19, passes, and we move swiftly along as he repels back the effects. Now, this guy over here, firstly, he spends half his movement getting up from prone. Secondly, he gets bolted by radiant holy light that beams down at him. May you please cast the moonbeam damage again at 2nd level, please? He's going to make a con save. Disadvantage. Gonna fail. Let's see that moonbeam damage, please, Mr. Garbo.
Furry of the small.
Okay, I'm not sure I actually see Garbo in this chat still. Garbo?
I'm there. I did the moonbeam, and then
Okay, awesome.
and then I also wanted to activate my Fury of Small, so he's going to take extra damage to my level since he's a bigger creature than me.
What is this ability? And please post it in the chat.
I did.
Fury of
It's
the small.
Yeah, Fury of the Small, extra damage to bigger creatures equal to my level, and I get it back at a short rest.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's going to be a total of 18 damage.
Page that this is used from, is this a Xanathar Guide to Everything racial feat?
Yes, I believe so. It's under when you're creating the goblin. It's yeah.
Would you
I don't
please...
think it's a feat. I think it's a actual goblin.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah, it's an
racial
actual
feature
goblin thing.
from
It's a
Follows.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, it's from Volos. It's a Rachel feature that I get.
From Volos. I do not have Volos Guide to Monsters. Ah, you've caught me at a bit of a loop here.
Fury of the
Alright,
Small. When you damage a creature with an attack or a spell and the creature's size
Done.
is larger than yours, you can cause the attack, yada yada yada.
done. It
Yep.
says spell in the description. Done. Yep, he's gonna take your Fury of the Small, I guess. How much extra damage is it?
It's
Equals his
5.
level.
Alright, 5 more extra hit points. This guy is fucked up. Really.
There's
He's-
the wording if you.
He's he's really, really messed up and fucked, as he is beyond bloodied and he is very messed up. And he will doggedly try to move forward. With his about 10 feet of movement, he manages just to kind of get here. Yeah. And that's it. That's it for him. He tries to get to you, but the difficult terrain is too much. He's bogged down so hard, he can't make it to you at all. And then he dashes. And gets to here. And that's his turn. Alrighty, we delete him. And Cecil Hasselheim, what will you do this turn?
Well, I wanna try to thin out the lines a little bit here.
Okay.
So I move up to here. And then
Yes.
I cast
Dissonant
that
Whispers.
one
On which one?
on the this.
I see neither clicks nor do I see a ruler tool like this to choose. This one?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Alright
one.
then. He is
And
going
my
to go on.
LDC is 14.
Alright, what kind of save is he making? Is it a charisma one?
Wisdom save.
Very good. He passes on a 15. What happens then, please?
Well, then he take half damage and he doesn't have to run away.
Very good. At half damage, you mentally speak to him. You whisper pain and agony, and it echoes inside of his skull as he grabs hold of it, crumbles to his knees, and collapses dead before you.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was.
Do they
weird.
shrink when they die?
they do shrink when they die, yes.
Then I move back to here, and I use my bonus action to cheer Tolin Macon and give him bardic inspiration.
Wonderful! Yes, you give some rousing inspirational words over to Tolan, and Tolan, you feel yourself definitely being energized by the magically tuned up words of your wondrous, noble bard in your group.
Anything great about it?
Anything great about it? Well, that would be asking Cecil to roleplay what he says.
Go get him, smack him with that staff of yours.
Very good.
I didn't have that. I should actually type down some.
Yeah, get a list. Get a list, maybe, for the future. A couple of go-tos.
About it, but I've been working so freaking much, I haven't had time.
Yeah, understandable.
Now you have 1d6 you can add to an attack roll or save
Yes.
saving throw or something like, or any ability check basically.
Very good. Very good. All right,
I'm
then.
inspired.
I couldn't make out what those words were, but with that round of initiative being covered, and with you guys in the middle of a fray between a few of these Durgar, enlarged Durgar, coming forward at you, we will end this session here. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.